sabe to afa pure 95.7 FM ya transit here nature say agudem nsem de ofeli amano nyina na yabo abo ne idea bedafo ene wa wutie wa wo he ye ne nyina eba bedi ho nkoma no pe na nsem de and also bebrebe yakwa amano ne ye nsem match sawodo egusu ekoso leagues no emu aye de pa na yebekwa akwa said nsem esiti ewo various league centers and matches ni bia cause in fact and akwa no yebere said the Premier League no esi Premier League no esoro emu ayere when they qualify for a UEFA Champions League, I say over relegation, a battle on Spurs. And the new manager Abba Roberto Di Servi, Sir Obetia Yi, a Spurs team every relegation, a battle on them. Nasan and Yama and Subesiako West Ham and Suguso Omoboy, you are said about almost escape relegation. I'm a Premier League Asiono, a Moya den. Said yes, so NCC so Sir Namia Duma Wachana and Duduanas way, a decider and the English Premier League game ever Swalsna Tukai Ako a Manchester Ako facing Manchester City no Yeva said yes I give on some ABC because Sama you know the GD said the Oba winning and a Premier League title say Arsenal winner natural say almost confirm and also silly almost Premier League a win no Samson and Manchester City and so winning game now and a lot of pressure everybody on Arsenal in Tiabera Sama actually the home command pay ewo issue no see bakwa kopiem ewo the Spanish La Liga so say Madrid and Barca you know o mafimu Champions League say eni ni na ewo La Liga Barca advantage Barca 9 points clear and a Barca beat Real Madrid club no na say the situation na say ade no impossible ankasa the ama Real Madrid club no na ye won say about pay ewo dwumade no so shano so Spain wan so no nyame adma and a Copa del Rey final game no and so it was between Atletico Madrid and a club from Real Sociedad. Yami admene and a side game no and so it was remember the Kumakra near upon Yapene Pomes Sibra pay ewo a Jumadi of course. Yabere said he almost so a league no a Hunsem Asiako. Mamenfa and Tuja say a Piemo and so ewo the other leagues are. Chaza Okupim ewo Italy Inter Milan. So say the Inter for no Utumus almost so Scudato Madianesa PSG. The French Le Championnat and no Alonso Ankoye one able 2-2 from 2 goals down on the take money 2-2 you better said the Hunsem ABC and of course all the other leagues are can Bamunch in there almost no the says the German Bundesliga woman soon sa canesa T and some of the dewa and I have 1 hour mania Yadina and so by the you better command per and so now again another Black Stars a player and so every with the English Premier League next season. So come on say 34 and turn as uncle baby Obenya essence and a Coventry City after so many years almost and so your qualification back in the Premier League after 25 solid years. Now me say Michael Ababe near my send a message and person on the Coventry one what in that penny berry hopefully enya a Premier League air status no nya asem ketua. Now, Yabara, the MTN FA Cup, no, and semi-final game back because and nations actually 1-0. Emmanuel no, the 8 minutes ago, no, and a day nations are qualified to the final. And now, Yabara the other game, and also of course media Madiano, Yabaka could do Commander said, and so media, but Antoine Sabanyo, a player at Manchester City, and of course, or sounds a Black Stars of Ghana player. Now Sabanyo, Eddie Simbi, Eddie Atuya, a Black Stars 18 Nankasa, or Nankasa. Decision to play for a Ghana no what the Hunsem and sorry about Ebedi Hong Kong and the Ghana Football Association sounds are now say a partnership with X1 producers of one energy drink now you know also assigning a contract almost say one and official performance air partner and the Black Stars and a Division 1 League a Super Cup and I said Hunsem is here na asante kotoko enzam bebrebe kotoko na eno kotoko e di statement about montene say enya no kreda say omu coach ayira omu bechirim say coach no ayira omu chirim say enra na omu hwe coach enra so say coach no eba e report enra anasa wa ma no tamu kuchu ye de won eba no pay e wo eye show no tintin sare de e do so pa ye bon ko no pay bebrebe they live Ewo Facebook Pure FM TV on Facebook. Go Facebook now we search engine what about Pure FM TV like and share. Now comment what drop in your camera and so my so and on YouTube so sabete everything and I feel UPM Ewo television is for our champion television so national and so Abu already at Pure 95.7 FM. I'm the former ye didn't come on pay area for a million some more. Sir Christian, I do say how much Max 100 is in car. Darling Paul, and so the official Beboy Ebebre. Now, Jacob Atusaba, a chief producer, on them right at a bright, also nom, Clifford, Trent, and I say a Jarinumina and so Ebois, Amanema and Swire. Come on, the Andrew so with your friend Andy Casta, Chaman Baker, the answer to tree. So I'm watching Emwakwaba and the Benjamin Kessian. So catch unia Sir Pure Sports is airborne. Weekend, you know, the hour 17 and then said the investors and so by myself Christian Moa or Bemia Kakra. Now the the weekend no and Yama and so ABC Aqua Christian. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Andy.
Oh,
Namia Dum now, so
Yakopadum,
Bibia the
weekend for front as our tweet.
Of course, it's a weekend, near last time between. There were several weekends to take. And yes, Quatinti, a Nisika. And weekends, Andy, weekends will be Ansana, Namia Tonsafre. Na Man City near Asnano, maybe so 1 hour GDS pressure also.
For me, I feel pressure about Arsenal. So
pressure about Arsenal.
Yeah, Sana me when and this me reason. Very simple. Once baby, you know, Arsenal and started Premier League now Manchester City. In fact, I'm started in terms of points accumulation. Ultimately, Koka say, and Arsenal the better move because we are not boy and one winning the matches. But baby, I didn't go through. Any said Manchester City afaswa omu close gabon and the responsibility on Arsenal. Yes, Manchester City is so more responsibility, but looking at Arsenal there no actually it's been years and omuji Premier League and Arsenal supporters in our person omuji Premier League and after so more a fight likewise Man City so jawope but I say on the Arsenal there no said the supporters are very expectant.
Pressure I will City so more than Arsenal.
So
football nearby results in the room.
I am yes.
A movie you feel Arsenal. Results now a bit of a PH now. Me no eba if you Arsenal. Say win bar, hallelujah.
Draw.
Arsenal ya draw, hallelujah. Man City I was just one result to fight for Nami Admochina.
That's a win.
It's Man City game now. Only any other option than to win. Arsenal can play for a draw, or the draw free at because why Premier League no. So Arsenal the win the qua. Yamea do nessa Arsenal to me win the game now. Premier League na Arsenal. So Arsenal ya draw. Now of safety away from Man City. And the pressure one also say game no. And they are by all means possible of winning no. Man City. Because Arsenal can still lose the game and potentially and still win the league. And I'm a Arsenal may even lose the game. But as Arsenal lose the game now, the other more matches to play, what is the surety that even a outstanding game now, Man City and Crystal Palace won, Man City will win that game? And the margin of error is 0. Nyame adom watching game no. Man City. Man City mum because say Nyame amasa na say Nyame adom na say game na yende na Arsenal the draw if it had a kwa and the one bisu one results no be had pa so the 3 results they play football mu no Nyame adom watching game no emu mienu if Arsenal ba kupe ena say ama go against Arsenal. Even that, Arsenal lose the game now. About dropping any point at this moment, Biano. Man City mum. Man City can't afford to drop points against Arsenal. Against Crystal Palace, they can't afford to drop points. I know we are doing say, baby, I need a free banner about the stage. You know, Arsenal, as I say, press a crabo. Senka, I'm last weekend game on many bomb of boy, and Arsenal winning ya, and then game Senka could be fast now. And then game the campaign fast now. Can 9 points gap. Next down with the Man City in them. But the way I'm about to Bournemouth no, the way Arsenal about to Sporting Lisbon no, so Arsenal able the same way against Man City there. Now say Arsenal able to swap when they say up to the end of the season there. And then we are looking at a potential team for the second consecutive time, and now for the second time in the Premier League.
Pressure or money so because we'll be up a leg, and this match in a bit of shape in way I'm afraid we critical match because the outcome of that this match a bit of shaping the destiny of the teams this season. And say a year or money pressure almost to play. Because I don't think City wants to lose the league. They also want to win it. And say they will go all out. Arsenal themselves want to also win it. And they will go all out. So beside their pressure one as well. Pressure they all mean so mean to the pressure way so same way. But you say because difference of points they say. and a City war game in hand. But you also what you say.
Max of Pacho, my main corrected is the minimum what is happening from every crowd or moment me am streaming Facebook any day or no more complaining of sound and I've seen messages are where you know comment on poor sound to Mr. Ramo sound no someone checking my or more complaining my means my check sound very bad you do a change na website more than I'm working on it because from Enra we see an anopana still want to be resolved there and I don't know why Maxwell to us.
Yeah, and see, what I'm saying is that a critical game no money in a carbon. In time, the outcome not be to me as it be their season. Outcome the be to me I'm over J Lake and now on J Lake. In 6-point difference with a City with a game in hand. The City win here, a 3-point difference with a game in hand. Let's say they win the game in hand. Let's say they all square. But you what I say. So pressure there will be also. They about 38 games. I think they played 32 so far. Young fans say City boy they played 32. It's now 6 games to go. But of course this game, you know, Opa J-League is our grander result. But of course a draw will favor Arsenal the most. The draw will favor Arsenal the most. A win will also be okay, but anything like that, it be a bit of a problem. Pressure they will meaning in us. We say meaning in us.
Okay. See, you remember game Nankasa so na ya babe hwe game Nankasa na ye di ho kobo. Ma say so much we enra on social media na ade nankofo comparison two teams no omo squad possibly omo lineups on be used ma say comparison say so if you compare Donnarumma any David Raya. Oko Manchester City their defense network Magay mo on Arsenal so Gabriel mo and I was a comparison no kosopa bi mo kra combined 11 your combined 11 a handful place no bam.
Well, I've not done that yet. Let me add it to what I'm gonna do. Send a over back, I'll give you that.
Okay. Mati. But Donnarumma ne Raya.
Oh, Donnarumma any day.
The content of the Premier League, David Raya.
Any day. Obiano this guy Kotoki part na Donnarumma or Beto Raya. Any day, Donnarumma.
Premier League. Say Premier League in common.
Yeah, Premier League.
In the context of the Premier League, David Raya.
Match also
see me to me
yeah, no credit.
Maybe I say, but you say, so Arsenal.
Area Brantia Francis Zielinski, 1 and about 3 goals no, Edema Bobo Konam, the from some Inter Milan, Giacheris and Udine, Elbo Parma Napoli, and Lazio Roma, Elbo Atalanta Wachana, Aya Cremonese, Edi Torino, Hellas Verona, Elbo Aya Milan, Pisa, and in Genoa, Juve, Elbo Editia Aya Bologna so far, Inter Milan LED table 78 points, Napoli Etosumino 66 points, Milan Etosumiensa 63 points, Juve Etosonai 60 points, Kobu Abatoso Enum 58 points, Roma Edatosunsia 57, Atalanta Etoso 7, Omu Ewo 53 points, Enum Ayajeva, Yadawson Emamu Ewo Jumedan Sanope, Wupium Anso Germany, Omu Games no, and some Evertiako, so Bamunik, well, Omugus Ergeling Nevena, Aya Hofian, and Dortmund Elbo, Leverkusen, Elbo Osberg, Union Berlin, and in Wolfsburg, Werder Bremen, and Hamburger Elzi, and Eintracht Frankfurt, Omen Leipzig, game and Sumetniakosoa, the other one, some Emamu Ewo Jumedan Sanope, and Ayasadia Hunsep Esiatia, Mamin Farintias, and Opian Ewo Spain, La Liga matches, and Cosinebum, the Attorney and Aya Copa de Rey Final, and Sumetniakoso, and Aya between Atletico Madrid, Omone Real Sociedad Martino, and Basso, Mamin Fawe, and to say, oh, Aya 2 teams na Emra, Sadiam, Aya tradition Esiatano, and Drew Copa de Rey Final, Omo, Emma, Aya 2 teams no, Obia coach, and the captain, now with the Mujes and Mube Yusi, and Sodiaba, and Tenra, tradition, and so to me to win a picture of Yamawa, Oba Musadiano, Atletico Madrid coach, Diego Aya Simeone, on the captain, Aya Koki, woman, and so present Atletico Jessia, Omube Yusuno, and for the final, Sans and a Real Sociedad, Arantia friends and Mikel Oyazabal, mini coach, and so present Omu Jesse, Omube Yusi, for Yamia Juman, and Aya final, 22, Aya managers, no, any 2 captains, no, Trophy and a Santamono, Atletico, and as a home side, and a club of France Sociedad, Aya the away side, and on a later Saba, he has the Emma which made it so Diego Pablo Simeone, and your coach Adama Atletico, and Ra, one call press conference, national, was a young fan to us, and a final, and about just a year winning, Nemum a gola, a mini a lot. And so the Atletico, a family, no, was some necessary Omo final game, Kasa, Ya Quaja Copa de Renemum, or a Yama Omaya this season, anybody, almost I was a cup final, Omo Champions League, almost semi finals, or say, I don't ever mean a lot of things, many things, and so the Atletico, a team in China, one more all out, and I Diego Simeone, and I'm Eddie San Comono, what they prefer Antoine Griezmann, the Cabin Como, some only Griezmann, and a Bako Aya Premach, and of course, and Antoine Griezmann and Sukodin Kobo. Now Antoine Griezmann say, young Fantigas and a final game, no, some a yes, and our club of France Atletico, woman and Soji Copa de Rey. Now, dear, say on okay, and it's a Opesua trophy, no, 1, Edema Aya fans, Opesua Edema crowd. And Opesua and Sodema Ion Casanema Mano, only say, oh, Mamma, yes, Omina, you will be 8 of April, 8 of April, and Madame Senina, or say, Opesua Copa de Reno, and Sodemasa, I had a family, Nasanemano, Nanyama Ayakama, also, I don't know, or your season we are, or be free Atletico and Tebayagia, so budget trophy, and Sodema Atletico Clamano, and on Antoine Griezmann, Mammy, a branch of friends, David Villa, also a former player, Edema Atletico Aya Clamano, Unisandra, Atletico. Madrid air travel no na you said David Villa and so ka our contingent no na only said David Villa to see am can say one a new member of board of directors at the club no and we come as omutu kwa no now the new air board member on also ka air team no wabo air ni suit kama on them ranch and also travel here of course one also abopen what you say by experience will be and advice and obetu the players no said be am return aba Madrid no na omo the trophy no and so they went to your One said David Villa, only fine man, on and so Katinua, the other one some Emma and with 0-2 teams now ahead of NFL final, Obia Aya form, the last 5 Aya matches. Mamen Statistical, any club from Sociedad, the last 5 matches, Obia form, Omudi Rum our final now, interest in what you said. So for Atletico Madrid team now, almost last 5 Aya matches, Oma winning just 1, Oma lose Aya 4, and on Aya Atletico, Oma lose 2-1, Edema Barca, Ewa League in the Sevilla, Ebeshanu Aya 2-1, almost Barcelona Aya 2-0, our Champions League. Sanso and Barca Beshani 2-1. Madrid and so already no mention I have 3-2 dada and to the last I have 5 games in the form of the Romano one Elusu Makumako 4 and Oma winning just 1 over the final and so far I am the opponent and Real Sociedad also the last 5 I am matches one Elusu I have 2 are winning 2. I can't remember what it be free, no. When we say a team on Belgium World Cup 2026, no. France, team no. Also, France boys any experience coach Didier Deschamps, any players Nankasa Mbappe, Michael Olise, any Marcos to players no bona. What Didier say Onyabu Trevor Dia Saliba mo one adabaji FIFA World Cup no and according to Jimmy Carragher and an Eddie Shank Oriape and open France Guy Stefan. Now Guy Stefan only assistant coach Edema Didier Deschamps our French national team no opinion to say France World Cup squad no yenya player bia friend da say bia France ni bi atwenity na friend da team nemu or be some players no ebinsi friend such a player and fan ko World Cup and fan so be say eketik out no say if a player and replacing a better player one be with a French national team for a while and according to Guy Stefano no an assistant coach at the French national team and all this sound come on and on air say the confirmation and so nyaba enra oko Saudi Arabia Hervé Renard say the Saudi for no and so anya confirm say obapam coach no and the second spell as a coach Edema Saudi Arabia national team no na 2024 Erobaye opinion no say penforce woman no enso awie say Saudi Arabia coach for a World Cup name enche announce a new coach and on area Ghana pamu coach Otoado area de Carlos a crush aba say a Saudi enso pamu coach right and over the neighbor and when you didn't come I run your friends Michael Olise na yaman who said Olise a cameo question after Champions League no in Kofa Shasiam pay attention to a player friends Michael Olise to say do not Shasiam imagine air consume say on the 7th of April 2026 before a Real Madrid a first channel Santiago Bernabeu Stadium was a 7th game no na oko IJ followers na 2.8 million enipa 2.8 million and they follow Michael Olise Mami Fantigas Asat Enra 17th of April 2026 enipa 4.1 million and they follow Michael Olise and a player no nyata se onya botrere over 1.3 million new followers and between Sabo Flex no Obama Madrid says Abranta France Olise one so nya e won IG says Olise brand no egusu grow social media and on the German compound of your team demo na meaning come coach France Marco Rose na yamon no come nano and I'm able to get a bomb of a confirm say yes season our coach Anthony Iriola then we obako end of the season now consider a coach some member car or friends and Jose Marino Beboni Dean, open your friends and Marco Rose, maybe Boni Dean, Mammy Fenton is a Jamaican, and it's a bomb of club, Omni Marco Rose, former Leipzig, I am manager, Omni and so I agree, I terms, Omni Navi, and Omni sign a contract, no, open your friends and Marco Rose, no season about a year, Anthony Irola Equa, Honorable replace, no, and so our club from a bomb of, and later, Saba, Yada won some Emamu and with Jordan, Small Penina, your friend is a Leo Messi, not Yenin Comalio Messi, Augustum and so to talk at your clubs. What I said, Nano, and I'm able to say, okay, I was paid now. Lower division side back, I from say UE, a Cornella, Messi, and as I say, or your owner, Adama Club, no. Now, about your main fan to get so far, Messi, a your owner, Leonos de Rosario, and Argentina, and what or your co owner. Crew Esports and also Argentina. Messi, SI your co-owner. Deportivo LSM. Okay, one in Luis Suarez and a Coto Ayasa Club. Uruguay. Mami Fentigas or Sansi a shareholder. Inter Miami Club. And the club from Cornella and Swadia County Messi. So send after football on some Messi, you'll be our cousin or no coaching there. On to the coach. Yakasa maybe I am management a rona. Obet me a plenty. And a Messi Asha 021 or more. Yada was some Emamu and so within the Sunday. I brought your friends and Julian and Timber. Arsenal right back, Otimibo as a left back, Julian Timber only. Now, and I will look as a reporter, Memen Saka, and it's a some Madrid air target, Julian Timber already. One more player, friends at Trent Alexander or Nebum. I said, I went to your friends at Donny Cover, Evia, no season, ever be a cover, ever call Madrid, ever call for a Julian Timber. So I'm on Sabaka Arsenal, Omu player, and on Aya Jametia, you don't want some Eddie to get Roberto Di Servi airport, Eddie at the former club. It's all your coach, Eddie Matt Tottenham, or body at your Brighton, and a free copy of our France, I just go to Olympic Marseille Club, was up back, our Premier League now. Roberto Di Servi, pray a relegation, or person survive from a relegation. I don't know, opinion and what they are quoting us. So, I catch any players, no, sir. I'm winning game, we keep your winning game, or no, and a better a dinner, on a better dinner, and so I am a players, no, and it's a winning match, no, Namuma Didi, a free, a coach, and a better, and on a detentia starting a Miadma, or we came against Brighton, and on a Diaba, Manchester City, was so prepared for us now. Now, Ellen Holland, I one player, I am Miadma, City, even here, Ellen Holland, I want a prime. Now, Holland in here, Holland, Eddie, I think I said, Arsenal, a club, and Obianim say Arsenal, a person a Premier League, no, among Manchester City, and Super Swomaji. Now, I am on Teddy, I said, and call for a Arsenal team, some exercise woman, also on him, sir, a friction view, say a dear Nebum, ya can a the best team ever Europe, and that's the best teams ever Europe at the moment, on team ever two. Any Arsenal and Frimo to me and the best teams in Europe. So say Wabra on mention Arsenal and Timon for respect and from Arsenal club no every Man City striker and an early Sanko ahead of a China game almost swabo and I don't some answer if you be Kala Tata as ono or prepare for a win. Amukobusa is on your draw pay and was a draw. There you on your just or draw a game Richard. I say I'm preparation a win mentality and it's our china woman air winning to munai some a draw 7 day or no and now they say all cost spend a second so the draw and as one of the players no urging come out or because say pray for draw there be a win and almost air compare nyami admo china bad news abrantia your friend Bukayo Saka and so me anya fit and Mikel Arteta a confirm say Bukayo and so out Ochina game no Bukayo Saka and me Siakai and fama Arsenal and no yet enebom Arsenal enya bad news no Oko Manchester City okay game against Chelsea Abrantia friends Nico O'Reilly Oko Praye Mami Fantuya and Pep I confirm the Amaya Sakodano fit or you ready over face Arsenal Nyami Admochana and yet Pep Ankasanka said the Atigas I'll see 6 games and Dawson. Now I'll see Man City on my calendar terrible because Obeko away to Everton, Obeko away to Bournemouth, Sanso and Aston Villa, a game easy, or Burnley, Obebo Crystal Palace, Obebo Brentford. Now I'll see Palace Diano, or Murray Passa, outstanding game no, easy. And 6 matches no, more beyond Trabe Kasabia Man City, the G League Nanesa, because Erdene, and Pep. na owura friend Michael Carrick coach Edema club from Manchester United na no mukubisa Michael Carrick is opening say Marcus Rashford situation because baby ade ne kono e kamia kwasa Barca for no enya sa 30 million euros no emetua for Rashford say Rashford obeba na manager no say no decision had been made omu enyan take decision dia on Abrantia friends Rashford enti any kwase did Rashford won say obabo Edema Barca also the players are doing adwuma and according to opinion your friend Sam and your reference Michael Carrick na man you prepare for Chelsea na no only say the Manchester United na only one centre back available and also your branch friends aid in heaven and one able to get say Lenny Yoru and so Akopra Carrington already Harry Maguire suspended. Lisandro Martinez is suspended. Matthias Zelate also pra enwa Lani Yoru enso kopra says akoka aid in heaven ayesa plan pe Manchester United enso here when so winning against Chelsea na United confirm our participation our Champions League no next year season and yetiminim eniama openya France and Michael Carrick a players or do make centre back war no and just or converted players to be I don't could just centre back and Michael Carrick and ye didn't home command pay you go so ye and 70 bano so say Juventus mommy players are Juve and Swepena on say Juve like so one tell you know the old ladies na ayampa 3 players we Juve airport go for so confirm the tia old ladies 1 pe Bernardo Silva when you're 31 years. pe Robert Lewandowski when you're 37 years. And pe Alisson Becker 33 years. And then of course there's confirm yampa and old ladies now pampa because players penyano over 30 years players and almost happen season way and sweating yaba and diameter Mamin Fanto and Cole Palmer and Combe and then some answer to Jana Cole Palmer say Yamfa we and to be any say no women say ono players no ono ko pama any players ni bi omani Chelsea owners no Egbali any third ball in omani answer di komo na osise say enkomo mo di any say Chelsea nyere no na omon qualify for UEFA Champions League because omon komo ni Chelsea qualify for Champions League omo do omo beto a good position and pen for the isika amomo dia to players ko pama and I confirm say omo ni owners na di nkomo ama owners now show say so qualify for Champions League dia tell us omo beto players and so dia ba enum dia pama wie and omo say na yete say ko Manchester United and was sansem no otibia na ya nesere na omu so matro otis omotete TV so radio so discuss so no ko pama free Chelsea ko United na ya nesere asi obia nim say Manchester ni home ne family omu nyina e Manchester name onu ko pama on fe Manchester da so betna London no on fe Manchester da ento no oni plan bia cross o free Chelsea wey good news say Chelsea team no ko pama say only plans bia so be free Chelsea or tesa mo ka United na nesere enu de tie Mami branch friends Mikel Merino Arsenal player wepra che na enra yehu Mikel Merino Arsenal soba reality training center branch no enso ba training ground so nemum wa may training the chance of facilitate any teammates no oba encourage you almost say wamu Manchester also Manchester City nanyama enso ya kama enso ho enom branch friends Mikel Merino no okoye no nanya say bia oni team no training nemum okoye enso facilitate any teammates so ho enso che training ground so eno Merino and ye di no come na say wonu say Premier League no open 2 players passables edemo emanisha interesting mame list no players mienu sa anyway we passable ma we emani tashe pa yam kan say most common assist to a goal scorer Premier League 2025-26 only say so far Abranche friends Bruno Fernandes and Casemiro 6 times and Bruno a passable ama Casemiro ashe oyi omumienu free on ma Enzo Fernandez and Joao Pedro 3 times. Aren't friends Bruno Fernandes and Benjamin Sesko 3 times. Jeremy Doku ɛne Erling Haaland ɛyɛ 3 times. Kudus Mohammed ɛne Richarlison ɛyɛ 3 times. Enti ɛyɛ Fernandes, Bruno ɛne Casemiro deɛ no ɛno ɛna ɛwɔ soro ɛno ɛyɛ deɛ ti ayɛ de wo kɔma no pɛi ɛnso ɛwɔ dwumadi no so. Mami ɔpanyɛ friend sɛ Martin de Michaelis ɔnsa de Michaelis ɛna abɛfa ɛyɛ Mallorca ɛyɛ club no na ɔpanyɛ no yɛmo naba so. Martin de Michaelis ayɛ dwo ɔno sɛ since ɔbaeɛ no ɔma lose just ɛyɛ 1 game ɛna ɔma draw 1 out of ɛyɛ 5 matches nanka wɔn ɛkɔ relegation sɛ ɔhɛ sɛ ɔmbɛtumi avoid ɛyɛ relegation deɛ kyɛ no sɛ 5 matches no or draw 2-2 with Osasuna, or Koshe Espanyol, 2-1, Olusu 2-1 ma Elche, or Bashar Real Madrid, 2-1, Erenano, or Share Rayo Vallecano, 3-0. There's Martin de Michaelis, former Manchester City, defender, former Argentine international, Waya Juma as a coach, and so the Mallorca club, no idea. Now, Udumadiasi, Crystal Palace, almost supporters. And Rami Bedi, our players no come so many fans now for say I'm going to qualify our Europa League again and as a Conference League against Fiorentina no players no APR bontine and supporters ever celebrating with street. Now our supporters the video biaba yes we so share one guy, one Japanese guy. I just said not all worry with the city of Florence, not all worry outside. Now my video no. Alright. My video na yenim komo. Crystal Palace supporters ni nie na omo notice yes owura no Japan ni a oware no na omo enso kwa we di na wom kwa we di na say oh omo so kwa omo Japanese player omo abrante a your friend say Daishi Kamada what I say ono Japanese obo Edema Palace team no omo ko so omo ko support wedding into omo ko any abrante no enso ekoye ne wedding kama ema omo present flag Sir, Abrantia friends a Daishi Kamada, one and them are the Dean Sugum, and Omedema, or run all your wedding, also G and nice edition, and on idea. Mammy Fawe and to him, sir, say Vinicius Junior. Report a man, sir, Canine, and it's a Vinny Junior. I say, Vinicius, the agents, no, yes, say, Omu as such association, one air a year to say, team, and so the Vinicius Junior, top European team. And I'm a Vinicius because I'm say as our Madrid, attention Mbappe so than a Vini. And I'm petit I'm a Vinicius Junior. Diamantine said no a European club and so far one and so akas a Vini Junior and no I diamante Arsenal Manchester City. Mama Arsenal wingers no because we are interesting. Arsenal wingers who said this season. Arsenal 4 wingers no Obia Norma wash more than 6 goals. Premier League anymore. So far, over Arsenal wingers are Bukayo Saka, Leandro Trossard, Arantia friends and Noni Maduiki, and a player now, the friends Gabriel Martinelli. Now, sir, wingers no, goose. Mammy Fawi entering as so far. Martinelli in 26 Premier League games or 1 goal. Arantia friends and Noni Maduiki in 21 Premier League matches. 2 goals. Leandro Trossard in 27 Premier League matches was 5 goals. Bukayo Saka in 27 Premier League games was 6 goals. Now just a goal scorer no will from Papa and on air demete. Now Abrantia that's Madrid says almost all players be almost a long-term players. Mama sa players no sir a long-term players. Our boys we won. Jametine say Aurelien Chouameni o come Madrid or a long-term pillar at the club no. Ada Golem a long-term pillar. Jude Bellingham a long-term pillar. Freddy Valverde a long-term pillar at the Real Madrid club. So for how many players are one are classified we say a long-term players and so the Madrid able to and on air Jamete. Now I survey the answer course of Barcelona. Pro Barca websites no. One a survey be UEFA Champions League no say 4 teams okay as Barca supporter why and our person watch a Premier League no any Barca a universal for any survey no na omu survey no Barca supporters 21.5% equal them PSG 46% equal them Bayern Munich 17.7% equal Atletico Madrid and a 14.8% Ekoma Arsenal to Barca for no percent Bayern ana eje UEFA Champions League obusa was why and our professor onye Champions League in this season and Barca for no prefer Bayern to clubs na aka no enon de me nya report na say Arsenal etan enwanari de maintenance ofri loan no e manso eba Arsenal FSO amode player no ani sika eko Aston Villa for Morgan Rogers nyame adma sama eno report am second Arsenal be just omunsa ebeka Morgan Rogers eno de ba Dan Olmo so say the maintenance Dan Olmo almost say the when you achieve the physical regularity no because almost in 2026 Barca about 27 matches Abrantia friend said Dan Olmo etimi abo all games said the Barca entirely Olmo enchano wepra name 27 games Barcelona games in 2026 ninyina player no enso etimi apateki watimi asia kan bi enso e dia club no eno de tie mami friend to say Julian Alvarez Atletico Madrid player the mate say we team na o planning se bia season baba na wie yo ana se season yi kwaso a obeko Atletico akotie nkomo ewo Julian Alvarez abesro se ochro edekwa response a obenya no message ba ko pe omo insist say not for sale Alvarez wo enton enon jamete enra mi be di Levi Cole ehun sem de chero se Chelsea for them as we return in them omo person omo di kai man start e under 21s na no Chelsea under 21s no ebo game na a closed door friendly enra omo ma Levi Cole ebo 60 minutes omo se ekoye enti enche omo be sha se integrate no e first team nemo eno aye Levi Cole ena ye di no nkomo Barcelona jamete se e extadi Johan Cruyff unse a capacity no e fani pass 6,000 jamete se Barca Etron e dia kwa akoma mpanifo omo de kwa akoma city mayor no se omo pese omo increase no omo de 4,000 eka 6,000 no na ekwa 10,000 na because Barca started say omo new Spotify company no wamo ya akata so a e wo so omo kobo matches ne bi enso e wo Johan Cruyff arena ho enji by 2027-28 season na omo ayesa expansion enon de tie Joao Cancelo say obeko ana so be stay or Barca ana so stay Barca FSA branch stay name ne club Hila so mo pay 50 million euros Barca 50 omuntu and say Barca plan and it's on request for another loan the ama branch friend say Joao Cancelo I was saying name Barca for so mo intel say Hila for Barca for players especially Mark Casado ntibia o betime leverage on Casado na omafa Abrantia friends Joao Cancelo enom jamete goalkeeper Dean Henderson Adam Crystal Palace jamete say wa change agent say see ameno ka say wa sign the ama unique sports group omo and e be representing no eba ne contract won sem ne bibia unique sports group for womo and be bibia the ama Dean Henderson enom de tiama me fa no si na memra bidwa forward my na afi ne fa discussions no and so intimate and to us Christian Maxwell still Facebook for them fan chair but say do na in fact if you must send me a private message you send you fan chair bibia be kama Christian
yeah Andy
yankwa anyway
well me da say na omoto bombo ba it sounded the same you enti omo fan chair technicians ni guso omo ye ho adwuma maybe I am sorry no maybe what me rectify the situation but here at studio has the Andy we have no solution to that any responsibilities no
movie ko jina wa yehu de enye ma sound number
eno asese me ne jare ko jina won ma ne yehu de enye enam ka che jare se o me metena se ne enye adwuma at least we mom ti radio ne de we can equally save them into Facebook for no any YouTube for nyina fanche they are still working on it ebia English no na etimi abana wiye Andy Arsenal and Man City game no yensa maso bim baby adru no one betimi remain calm onim say ade a onim ye pa no ada pressure be ba so no wan hwa beka senye ho a
yeah
adwuma wa ya utimi present foreign news utimi trem host show no one day before whatever reason be obi anim na pressure ba so a and the uber so microphone ma wa hwa beka senye wo a It's between Man City and the Arsenal game. No, the obetimi are remaining very calm. No, very important because one ye calm one, the opposite way no, and they won't be now. Adeba kwa de bia nipa a nipa entimi achieve their goal. The fear of failure. And this one accident pain. And will be on accident pain biano. So hoto now to kwaya. Anytime be our bedroom baby a win accident no. At the memory bar, it is our accident memory in a day. Eba. Baby accident jine. Omagina ho pain. Baby a able league the draw. Arsenal jine. Omagina ho pain. Say about 32 matches in the Premier League. Now Arsenal lead the Premier League. Asim prenai. Prenai ne siye no. Emum yenu Arsenal G League. Emum yenu omwanye. Mienu omoji yenu. 2001-2002. About 32 matches. Now Arsenal lead the Premier League table. Ye season no. Omoji 2003-2004. About 32 matches we no. Arsenal na lead the Premier League table no. Ye no. Omoji but ye wo mienu a ye ball 32 matches no. Na Arsenal na lead the Premier League table no. Yet omontimi anye. 2002-2003. After 32 matches, Arsenal na lead the Premier League table no. Yet ye season no omontimi anye. The latest one 2022-2023. After 32 matches, Arsenal were on top of the Premier League table. In fact, 2022-2023 there no. Now Arsenal lead Man City by 5 points. But caveat that one is say now Man City 2 outstanding A-League games to play. Ye season no. Arsenal entimi anye league no. Premier League ni buy no. There is no team yabo 32 matches. After 32 matches no. Only by 9 points. But still our league no. Ebi see that. Ebi see that. Yes. In the Premier League era, after week 32, Nessa will be leading by 9 points. They will leading by 9 points biano. Etwasu kwaji league no. Okay. The SC no, I closer to this no. 2011-2012. After week 32, now Manchester United leading Man City by 8 points and 99. Okay. Nay 8. By a year season, you know. Now Man City abe sign Manchester United home. Abe league no. That year, Man City and Manchester United no. Omo nyina finish level on points. Obakaya. Elona Sergio Kun Aguero. Ekose sa last minute go against Air Queen's Park Rangers. Emma money Manchester United. Ebe level on points. And no. You bought 32 matches. Now 6 games to end the season, you know. Now Manchester United lead Man City by 8 points. Amantimiani. It's a Premier League in the Bayern. After week 32, the only team will blow huge margin. I want to Miami League, you know. Manchester United 2011-2012. Now, in the intro, me catch you. Say Premier League, you know. Tamaye ko secondary school no ta unse interku. Na ye time no. Na secondary schools any training colleges no. Na enye ko bomu. Later and on my training colleges then you omo de. And a secondary schools you omo de. Oza na say kra no. Secondary school kra no wachem. Technical for you omo de. Na other secondary school for na you omo de. And the year time no. Ne wa ko bi o West School omo mo ko secondary school 95 96 97 there about ne wa ko bi o West School ne fe ne Billy Osa Billy Osa, no a specialist. 200 meters.
Okay.
200 meters, See a blue curve no so Andy. No matter the gabwa, Odiama Billy Osa no. Billy Osa at the curve no. Ever be sound. Timekai and your blue air curve no so no be solid. Billy Osa, and the weird day, Billy Osa baby sound. Premier League, curve no so near Bruno, curve no, and the any Bruno in the month of April. Sabaji Premier League, and now lose Premier League now. Normally, the original, April. The all Lusuno, the month of April.
Tiana April is crucial.
Since Ateta take you over, as months a Arsenal coaching, we about 27 matches out of the month of April. We win 11.
Okay.
11 now we win, Andy and Kenya Debiau. But also 9 of the 27 matches in the month of April. Or to compare Man City and a Pep. Andy, Pep ever far Man City Jumano. We bought 39 matches in the month of April. We winning 31 out of the 39. Games are lose out of the month of April, no, 3 and we draw 5. It is a American year. The month of April, no, a Billy Osa for Man City. So we're breaking it down a bit of air mathematically. Man City win ratio in the month of April, no, 79.5. And you had here 79.5 under Pep, no. Arsenal win rate under Arteta in the month of April, no, 42.3. Look at the gap.
Yeah.
City 79.5. Arsenal 42.3. Younger point per game will be in the month of April. Man City in the month of April 2.51 points per game. Arsenal points per game in the month of April 1.54. So Arsenal in the month of April as for my bread. And at the same month of April now, Arsenal show sign of a weakness. Man City hit it up. There the kind of Arsenal he said the last 5 Premier League Arsenal about Man City. All them say Arsenal you will beat him. In fact, Arsenal echo 12 games. Arsenal 12 games, all of them no one lose to Man City. But the last 5 games Arsenal bought at Man City, Arsenal remain unbeaten. By any kind of crunch there, Mejitum. Say Arsenal for the Donajitum. Say in the month of April, and now recently, they are not playing well.
I'm a firepower number for
Arsenal for the Minyana Maker.
It was a big baby.
So, then Arsenal for Nankasa supporters now. Amujitum said. The Arsenal na 8 months ago, 5 months ago, 3 months ago, no. And the Arsenal na the last 4 months.
Even their last 3 matches, Krana, sporting game, you know, bomb of Vienna. Clearly, you could see that.
The last 3 matches, no, sir. Baku, Edomulusu 2-0 to Man City in the FA Cup final, EFA Cup final. Edomulusu 2-0 to Man City.
No, the last one in the Champions League was about 2 sporting. In between, no ball, bomb of Vienna, Edomulusu 2-1.
Yes.
Bade. But you extended quite the Man City as I
me far from Man City there. So Olusu 2-0 to Man City.
Yeah.
Olusu 2-0 to Man City no. And in the FA Cup. One is Arsenal. Southampton.
Yeah, Southampton so share. And
the Arsenal by 2-1.
Yeah.
Olusu Southampton 2-1 ni no. And Arsenal kwa away ko share Sporting 1-0. Or share Sporting 1-0 we no. The next game Arsenal boy no was a game against Bournemouth. Arsenal needed to win that game.
Message me about this Aaron. Me can't say Arsenal firepower now above. Was it what firepower? There is none, bro. I'm sorry, I'm not going to jump out. I'm not going to trade.
Eti omulusu Bournemouth game no, and the enya loss in Nkwao. The manner in which Arsenal lost the game.
Okay.
In that game no, Arsenal players are attempting passes pan. Na nacha mabiki bika. Onum say Declan Rice. and I attempted 50 passes. Now look at Arsenal players now can more passes in the game, no. Andy David Raya, goalkeeper, 49 passes. Diakano, Gibro, defender, 40 passes. Saliba, about 40 passes. And Ben White, about 40 passes. So look at Arsenal players more air passes in their 2-1 loss to Air Bournemouth. Baku air midfielder, Diakari Ninano, 1 goalkeeper, Diakari Ninano, the back line. It's the wingers. Any the attacking midfielders, any strikers, against Bournemouth, they were virtually useless. Now, the next game, Arsenal boy, and they almost say boys destiny. Almost sporting, almost share them among for them bruta. And yet, draw Arsenal boy kekenu. Arsenal against Air Sporting Lisbon, and it's a one shot. Arsenal able only one shot on target. Against Bournemouth, total shot Arsenal boy no 15. But of the 15 shots Arsenal boy no, only one of those 15 shots no were on target. Game na Arsenal Man City bono. Arsenal should forget about beautiful football, champagne football. Just get over the line at all costs. Enya fe na ye ko prepare ball, enya fe na ye ko philosophy. The here ni say Arsenal free Etihad no. Andy, na unfair defeat free Etihad enko. So Arsenal Lucia, Medica can say the title will not be won or will not be lost at Etihad or China. But the Obaji League, the destiny be clear. Nyame admochina. But your statement is
two different issues.
The title will not be decided and it will not be won or lost Nyame aduma this week Ochina.
Yeah.
But the Obaji League, destiny you be who the year after Nyame aduma Ochina game.
Results
never chire. I mean who Obaji League. Andy,
which them with you?
Misha Masako had Arsenal and Man City in the first round in the league in the
this season, first game.
Game 1-1. You started the game now. Man City in the first goal, Haaland.
It was Emirates.
The 9th minute, and Haaland in our first goal, Man City. Me who Man City are all defended like that. Say normally, Pep team be a game one. You know. So Lusukra na on the possession. So Lusua, Man City team and a Pep team, and most of you a possible anymore and ameboa. But against Arsenal, on Man City about 32% of ball possession. Me carry in the league.
Okay.
Man City about 32% of ball possession. City SF first go ni second half they defended. How are Arsenal bet me? I get a go over the way na Man City a defending na very very difficult. In fact that a game no. On say Man City about 315 passes compared to us now about 526 passes. Now in sharp contrast you expect City to have more possession, City to pass the ball more, but Arsenal they have more possession, Arsenal the ball passes more. But the Arsenal go the fast by. Arsenal deviate from ball and no move on. And a coach here changes me nupe. Sa game no, Odegaard and Ebo 10. Now as at the bench. And a trouser Ebo on the left side. Coach here changes or the Eze Eba Ebe Odegaard. And or the Martinelli. Ebe ya branch friend air trouser. Yes, I go ni beam. A one quick pass from a branch friend Eze to Air Martinelli, and Rumunia the equalizer, and my game to call 1-1. So I'm only expecting, say the same thing as no, deviate from air passes, forget about air possession, not transition in your quick. Sans the mania game, be no mania resource, and the equipment your methods of mania resource, Arsenal to go for that way. What do you say, City season, and a very good season, and I'm a per their own standard.
Yeah.
But City can win domestic treble.
Yeah, of course.
FA Cup.
Or FA Cup.
FA Cup or semi-final.
And changes league.
And a league, potentially they can win it. So even though say Man City play their own standard, Champions League national league, they are not in top form. But still, they can win a domestic air treble. Andy, Adebakwa having say, you starting season, some catching say Arsenal or squad depth me boy. Me cry me can be. I said me who free me. You kind say over the years, I did house na pano squad depth. But since we know, Arsenal augment here, Emma so be the wa. The overbono, Emmy video ni hono. But ya kwesa Arsenal bre. Ya kwesa fatigue in. I'm giving you this stat. Pay attention to this. Your start is easy, you know. Errors from August to December. Errors are Arsenal committee ya. Leading to teams having a shot against Arsenal. So they leading to goals. Oh yeah, error na error no. I'm opposition no. I'm shot against your team no. From August to December, Arsenal make only 8 errors. 8 errors. But from January up to now, you can say the same errors are Arsenal are committing, leading to shot against them no. And they are shooting from 8 to 15 errors. So the margin, the contrast there is sharp. 8 from August to December. As we speak now, no, and they are shooting to 15 errors.
One of them is rich. I'm keeping a free.
I said,
we say near Arsenal was squadded. On place in the prepra. Bukayo Saka no Maduke na be so pra. We are pra.
Na say some catch almost squad depth. A plenty almost no squad depth.
Na say ka be dey call no be put no na we dey. But open me move.
But Adebakwa motivation Arsenal they go into this game is that Medical na City timi omo pa. City Arsenal to us 12. But the last 5 games, you know, Arsenal remain unbeaten. Mena, Uhe Man City, Menya sure say Man City last game was against Chelsea, almost Chelsea 3-0. Line-up na Man City here, no. Menya sure say Pep Ebebeki any changes.
Okay.
Sir Nico O'Reilly, no. Andy, everybody left back. Now Matthias Nunes, about the right back. Center back no only option be because so many injuries also so don't know cause one plays a prepare no City to plays a prepare
Ruben Diaz here out of this
just cover you out John Stones 80 injuries any excuse or china Chama BKB City to plays a prepare 80 almost center back no ebe Magehi Erisa Kusanov no na say obo Rodri any Bernardo Silva. But Bernardo Silva no, yeah no sa 50 bed ni mu be can run shake you. No more like Edobo number 10. On the wings no, Jeremy Doku. Any a branch of Semenyo. Semenyo ye minia or ye gana into ye minia. Better to be on paganity, non passable.
Okay.
Omoni Arsenal. Omoni Chelsea. In fact, Ebiana Haaland and so show frustration on the field. There were 2 incidents. Next time, square board in the Haaland. But a call for the shot. And it will be quite a sad tweet now.
Yeah, I said, almost started benching 15 matches.
Unacceptable. Unacceptable. And they are also run shaking, so and they will provide assist. 1 assist in every 138 minutes of a football played. To the same lineup, and a coach in India. Obeti me repeat for that game no Arsenal dia no minim sasa osisa Kebra
and Arteta in the press conference confirming as
Maduke so
Maduke umpra kura
nti Maduke so be dey
so far me Arsenal players are Odegaard, Jurgen Timber, Merino and Saka omona omoye ruled out.
And Sakai out into Maduki available.
Yeah, Maduki.
If Maduki available, there's no option. Maduki they play in place of a Saka game.
A probable lineups now by Maduki need Trossard and
But in the other end, no first game number 1-1 no. Do make changes no or make difference no. Now you brand Martinelli in the box for that position no. The same lineup no.
Yeah.
But the free bench Mbeki they change no. Now Martinelli. And the baby Arsenal what Jumaya pa no. And they said they have to try to keep a clean sheet. When you keep a clean sheet, you are not losing the game. So Arsenal losing game now. a drawn game if Arsenal more than Man City.
But Arteta says, oh no, he won't spend a second to discuss a draw. He's going for a win.
But results be a hiani be a any hiano. A draw, a win. But the ever one pay a win. And what I say in recent times, you know, beating Man City is possible.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm more Jumayano. Me sure said and say Ben White right back no bono. Arsenal for the first year. Centre back there, Arsenal no problem. Say again, bro, this Saliba na.
Yeah.
But left back no. Me na me coach dan can next game no, and ochina game no. E come mo osana so bo hinkapi wo left back. And say Calafiori and injured that. On my several options who say and defend it. And I answer kwa attack near for goals and can game no there. Between a hinkapi and a branch of Fene Calafiori no, and it can make a branch of Fene Calafiori. Martins will be Mendy, and the Clan Rice, and put you a stop to a branch of Bernardo Silva, and in Ryan Shaky. Sounds like to me, yes, I am a way now, and I will not be surprised. Some results me no as the Hiano, Emubaku as Nabinya. Either a draw or a win, as Nabinya, but hit the Man City Afado. Any after the last 2 games in our bono, Sarsna bonus dia. One shot free Etihad no. Now for the first time in 5 matches, no, Man City air recorded a win over Arsenal. Arsenal will need to up their game. So here Arsenal versus Sporting, Arsenal versus Bournemouth, Arsenal versus Southampton. And they compare Man City now about the last 3 games they are. So 2 teams in the turning upward. They will win the game, no, Man City. Unless Arsenal reverse to the start of the season now and now on fire. So man chira nyesa ade a adabraka misromo mu omuwie no now omu di su na befi we dey omu kafra omu anadi wi aba beto omu ankasa ho so last game na ewie Chelsea bo Manchester United. Yeah. Under normal circumstances, it's supposed to be title decider. 10 years ago, now they decided Premier League, no. But we our results, no. Why they pet off for Labo? Yeah. Say Chelsea losing the last game to Manchester City by 3-0. So Manchester we need the outstanding game on Monday now. Can Manchester open a 10 points gap between on Chelsea? Yeah, can say. So the suit to least 2-1. Once a day, and say when your opportunity say Chelsea losing the game before. Chelsea losing the game before no. Now Liverpool winning. Yeah. Liverpool winning, you know. Almost our 2 teams in your results. It's 2 game now Canadian. Make sure so we win this game now at all cost. And Manchester United on Monday, Manchester United so yeah, say more game be.
24 days.
24 days. I don't move against Leeds United now. Yes, I see 2-1. I'm forcing me rusty. Okay, Premier League now. The fight for top 4. Me so say me no dey decided. The first and second, City and Arsenal decided. Manchester United are 3rd position. 55 points. Aston Villa etosu 9. 55.
Yeah.
Liverpool etosu
52.
52. Yeah, ka say. Se BBNC na ewie season na. Sa teams way and representing England in next year's Air Champions League.
Yeah.
Chelsea tosu nsia 48 points. The gap between Chelsea and Liverpool no tosu num no 4. The gap between Chelsea and Manchester United 7 points. So for Chelsea to play in the top 4, no, I was number 1, or say Manchester United. Or say United we are. Now I expect some one of Liverpool and I say Aston Villa ever drop it from the top 4 and not from the top 5.
Liverpool so bought a Merseyside derby.
Potentially they may drop points. But potentially they may drop points or drop big points are there. Then the gap between Liverpool who close. But the only time Liverpool drop big points at county is when you are winning game. Yeah. New manager bounce will be a be. Chelsea far on coach Liam Rossiniano. Or starting so well.
No shame.
the first 4 games in the Premier League, Andy, winning all those 4 matches. But then they see here, obviously they know see here.
They are not by Rahum.
My humanity at the form where the last 7 matches, Papa no winning back up. In fact, so did the last 7 matches, NA League table. Only Chelsea to 19th. The last 7 matches, team Chelsea any more points than them in the Premier League. No, Papa team now. Spurs any 1 point in the last 7 matches. Chelsea any 3 points. In fact, the only team at Chelsea any more points than them in the last 7 matches. No, Tottenham Hotspur. The better one is said, and since March, some match you be in April. What the top 5 leagues in the top 5 leagues there? Premier League, La Liga, Bundesliga, Serie A, and French League 1. Chelsea are losing game than any team in the last top 5 leagues.
Oh, really?
In the last 6 matches, Chelsea are losing 6 matches. More than any team in the top 5 leagues or European football. Andy, Chelsea also can also win the FA Cup. Because of what's the finals against Leeds United. BBNC, na BBNC saya Chelsea against Leeds United. You expect Chelsea to win, Anameboa.
Everyone obi go bisa bomb bombs the same way. Na say Leeds was rare. Yeah, tuition. Everyone rare.
Enti Chelsea bet me a FA Cup. What they enyam bumye no potentially because some that once they are in it, they can win it. They may win it. Mandy, Chelsea the FA Cup. That's a Chelsea are more top 5. Me just was a FA Cup on my parade cry. In this 21st century, Tiase ye mommy, about boy in your part. The last time I see Bakupe. Said Chelsea losing 4 consecutive Premier League matches. I see once per under Lampard 2023.
4 consecutive losses.
Yes.
Okay.
May 2023. And at Chelsea losing 4 Premier League matches to us. Now, if they lose against Manchester United, they are doing the same thing again.
Yes, we want to see the last.
Chelsea are losing the last 3 Premier League matches. Okay. The last 3 Premier League matches, starting from Newcastle 1-0,
Everton
3-0,
and
Manchester City 3-0.
Yeah.
So the last 3 Premier League matches are bono. Chelsea mini to worsen their case. The last time at Chelsea bought 4 matches to us, and losing all of them. Abra once ago, 1998. Results are making in Chelsea. Newcastle 1-0 man ago. Everton 3-0 man ago. Man City 3-0 man ago. Said now man ago no mulusua. About the first time since 1998. Chelsea losing 4 consecutive matches. Ninano and man ago. They are playing against Manchester United. Chelsea in this game is that we are very strong at home against Manchester United. In fact, Manchester United is in the first round of Old Trafford, 2-1. The Chelsea will need to revenge her defeat in the first round. But the Chelsea will fear next Stamford Bridge. The last 12 games at Chelsea at Manchester United. No. Chelsea are losing back up. I win 6 and I draw 5. Name no. The area who said the last 2 games of my body I brought Chelsea both fear. Chelsea winning in against Manchester United. Chelsea winning in Michael Carrick so Nancy me win ye Carrick wall braid at the buy. Nancy me win Carrick ye. Only say the last 4 games at Manchester United are born. Also me I win back up and I draw back. Carrick born now and Manchester United beda baby omudano. Nancy so so teda 4 matches there. And ka o win be mienu and I draw back na lusu back wa ka manageable. But 4 games no wa lusu mienu win back up and I draw back.
4 points.
Baby o here improvement pa no. a defensive organization.
Many Chelsea so the problem about.
Odom say 13 Premier League matches in 2026. You were 2026. Manchester about 13 Premier League matches, no clean sheet. Again, say aware, yes, 21 away matches. Manchester United only one clean sheet. So mobile away, I had more. And away matches, or more just one clean sheet away. Maybe some question we know player be a bonnie now punishing. So suspending no amana emo matimo and as I can finding no the
I think so.
When you suspend a player, I will need one about a key player. What punish it me rather? Name a typical example. Lami Yama, Aqua Yama Hondier, Barcelona Air Classico. Then the coach decided, say, our team decided, say, yeah, suspending player, they are more. Yeah, they didn't question chain. One of the best of the consequences.
The team.
Enzo Fernandez no, oh yeah, at the Royal and Yamo Hondier Meditum. But punishment no, but the man Chelsea no, or the man boy no, and then so Chelsea so more than the boy. In this scenario, no, why don't you find a player? And be about £200,000 fine, boom. Now what that's see a kind. Now me tie my body. O say me got refi, but so me swan was a Tiamica. One every.
Saying quite well, almost can't find no man come.
And to find be very heavy. And the £200,000 and just more fine. The entire Bruno Fernandes a key player na me de bemauno. Tia Premier League nebon this season. The only player who created more chances from open play. Bruno Fernandes, 51. The next player who created more chances from open play. Branche Feno, Enzo Fernandez. And they are creating chances from open play 46. Only Bruno Fernandes is better. Number 2, see the passes echo the final third. No player in the Premier League and are completing more passes in the final third than Bruno Fernandes, 459. Okocha by Chelsea the first one at Chelsea in the free so finding player and also team no money for so free so player that call me agina sika and a Chelsea team no money every and now we are available Omra Oba coach didn't push Kopama to the right. On the left side, meaning wine. On the left side, say Pedro Neto. And Estivayo. And a Ganacho. I'm going to fight for our left side. But we can't miss cement here. But the ultimate Bocacra, Pedro Neto. It's Bruno Fernandes in the middle. Abranti Freno, Kopama on the right. Now on the left, Pedro Neto attack, and a nobody the attack, so the lap would say operating for because omiti church for standard. It's a João Pedro crowns on some fair bad. 19 goals for Chelsea this season in all competition and they're bad. Maybe a Chelsea what major problem they say why never almost center back. So on my last game, I think say who's the coach in this did you say Mama Dusanum? Yeah. And now, player so tossing at the Arabia, you dear Chelsea for Guanya, Lecomojan Quamaneko. She said the only available centre back, Wesley Fofana, maybe only Joro Hatu, and a mobile 4 and 5. And they acquired them. Manchester United will have a goal. Said the Manchester United Benya goal. Sana Chelsea to Benya goal because Manchester United without their two centre back partnership. Yeah. Lisandro Martinez suspended, and Harry Maguire also suspended. Thomas one able or centre back. And we saw Cupra, Lenny Euro saw Cupra. This only one centre back available. Aiding Heaven. And Aiding Heaven crowds on yet regular. Into a non-care or any babe come be one. On whom they could put the canical. Yeah. And a game one. I see goals. Said the centre back will be our problem. No, I see both teams to score to a large extent. AB 2-2 over 3.5.
Mirasi say Christian do say masa about so me kwa Maxwell na ye din komo no ato aso but don't forget say nyame adman CAF so Champions League semi-finals no Max and all matches neighbors Mamelodi Sundowns any Esperance first leg no Sundowns echo winning wo away onko winning 1-0 and on bet na fi na sa game no security arrangement Max onya some gitu o say na wa be dis hunu bia wa so be security for pa obu omu ko stadium for the game and RS Bekani so ebo Faber Rabat uze Far about in so Tenefi winning first leg ni 2-0 and almost so elbow Mamelodi Sundowns 1 and Bakane ne far about 7 PMT you better also kakra na ya to us but Max Maminika into you so far wa money
the citizens and the Gunners Asia also say City to me win here I think say their destiny will be in their own hands. And that's what they need to go all out for. But can they win? And then the question is here finding answers. To me, the answer can be yes, or it looks like yes, because City will form. Also, Oba League late November, they've won 12, they've drawn 6 and lost just once. And although they've not been playing so well, but they still find a way to grind results. And that is a mark of a championship team. Again, so we're 2011-2012. When I don't know how to put it, but I mean, person sure say the latest timer or Musia like a top team getting to the end of the season. But what I say, I'll more pray the championship. For example, in 2011-2012, they met the leaders. I say make a champion. I say team will lead the league, na City in Asia was going their home stretch and Arsenal the leg and almost call home straight. So this is the latest almost such a team, but of course in that season they won the championship 2011-2012. Now what they told City over the last week now because in the month of April is a blessing for Guardiola in the City side. But the thing is this, or pick 2.51 points per game. On the game, there are 3 points at stake. But so average, and so pick it 2.51 points per game. That is very, very high. And Okaya, 2022-2023, around the same stage, or winning by 4 goals to 1, Arsenal, and they were champions again. It is a City drew stage way. Now Osia team no that's Rona, or winning per or a champion. Then the last time they met Arsenal around this time. With that 4-1, no, they also became champions. And say, I heard the City say Arsenal possibility of becoming champions, history back is. And because of that, the City will do whatever they want to make sure so member home advantage are counting. On the part of Arsenal, Omako back-to-back semi-final in the Champions League, and that is the first thing it is the first time they've done that in their history. And that is a very good thing. But they were not impressive. That is the reality. And now they were not impressive. Omone Sporting, they won 1-0 away and they drew goalless at home. So they were not impressive. But of course, they still find a way to get there. Domestically, they are not impressive. Form. Because the last 3 games were about domestically, Arsenal losing. Don't let us forget that. And in those 3 games, Baku was against City. In the final, City shown by 2 goals to 0. So Arsenal need to play above themselves if they want any results from this game. Because the form is not the best. With that said, 2018, in March 2018, and now Arsenal have 4 losses consecutively domestically. This time the City show 1 because they've lost 3 times already domestically. City show and so Marseille lose 4 domestically. I don't know why you call it that record. But what I say now here Munti. In that 2018 we have 4 losses. City show move 2 times. Those 4 losses City in show move 2. And this time Arsenal have been 4 losses at City best show move 2 because City have already beaten them 2-0 in the cup final. And City also coming home against them. And that is also the record I say sending shivers down the spine of all Gunners or all Gunners as they say. It doesn't matter the call that will come. It has to shivers down their spine. And I'm giving them a real warning. I'm giving them real warning.
What has you warning us now for?
Yeah, I'm the Sergeant General. And I'm telling the cigarette smoking is dangerous and hazard to your health. Does that mean anything to them? And get me team no one in the air. In the end, catch on them as a matches war. That's it. But of course, Arsenal need to do what they've not done before. They need to show stuff. And so Mushem or Muputi will be ashamed. Say they know what time it is. Okay. So they need to play above themselves. Now, Seneyaka say in April, City ne Guardiola Egletano. Arsenal ne Arteta so a struggle. All right. Okay, so we pick 2.51 points per gamer. No, say 2.5 goals per gamer. That is on the high. That is City. Arsenal on the other side, they pick 1.54 points per game in this same month of April. And that is the lowest in any month under Arteta's stewardship. What you say?
Free so befer.
Yes. So Arteta o coaching. Month and the points on to pick points across in the month of April. They on pick 1.54 points per game. And I give them 3 points. So it means that average or pick a half point. I can't do so the man's average me equating or pick a half point. So Arteta needs to work well. So and yes, surprising enough, say they are not playing well around this time. It is what it is. And it's been so for all these years. So be answer sign. But what I say? Okay. The good thing for us now is say, but head-to-head starts now. Us now are better because overhead league in one. I think if I'm right, Oma draw 2 and Oma lose 3. So bear 5 or so. No. Arsenal is strong in that. But Oma ball Etihad. Arsenal for Hamia and forgive me. So Oma ball Etihad. And time ma Arsenal. Because if I'm right, 2015 was the last time Arsenal had a victory at Etihad Stadium. In that, no, I draw 3 and Omo lose 7. Into the venue, no, so more Arsenal. And don't forget, say, even this season, you can't cry the Oma Boy Cup final within around this time. Yeah, City are saying a 2 goal. Although, but City are saying 2. So, Bibia pointed to City, but can City make it work? Then again, how starts now? 14 games unbeaten at home. We need 11 now, draw 3. A crazy start for City. Again, in that sequence, they move 12 games, almost either 2 or more goals. And a City from the 31st to the 45th minute, every minute 31, it could see a first half, almost 19 goals in the league. That is the highest. Into Drusa area and Arsenal is all more watchful. Arsenal, on the other hand, the NSA. Also, Arsenal last 5 games, so if I'm right, almost more than 1 goal.
Arsenal last 5 games.
You heard it. Omani Sports in home and away, you're saying? A 1-0 or Portugal.
And a goalless.
And a goalless. Yeah. Into those 2 games, they couldn't score more than a goal in those 2. Maybe yeah. Against Bournemouth, what was the scoreline?
Almost Arsenal 2-1.
So Arsenal scored a goal. Against Saddam, what was the score?
Arsenal 2-1.
So Arsenal scored a goal. Against Man City, what was the scoreline?
Arsenal lost 2-0.
So it means that I'm right. Say on the last 5 games, they've not scored more than a goal.
Yeah.
So
right.
all is not well. We need to let them know it is not too well. Then again, in that sequence, they've scored 3 goals and conceded 7. When Arsenal are playing away against the top 7 teams, and your current top 7, but if you are on the day near Kobo match, answer the Bebo match, net team on the neighbor or top 7 or meaning what
on the table, okay.
On the table now, or top 7 or more can one. When Arsenal are playing those away, they also have a very bad record. Or more winning just 1, or more draw 2, no more lose 2. And Nico O'Reilly, also share 2 goals against Arsenal. Okay.
Anamebwa. Against Chelsea,
against was say 2 goals, Mebwa. Good. He's found of scoring against the top teams. Okay. And was 6 goals currently. And he's one of the players, City players, or also go par in their recent games. But what you say? Okay. City has now who scored the goals? The final, cup final.
So City na winning.
Yeah, 2-0.
Yeah.
I think O'Reilly was on target too. Yes, I think he was on target. Is it not the one who scored all 2? Yeah, he scored all 2. He scored all 2, yes. And then what Osan said all 2. Yes, and Obesa Bobby. Match was side them. Elsewhere, a Bereti Eze. Or no, so in the last 3 games on this city, but is it as all best one as all assist? Was said 2 goals no assist 1. And they said City Suma or Mani Econo. Andy, this is my game analysis. Oh, the Amakan in a mesamene apase na mihuno. Mina mihuno me pache o muntie me say na me mihuno. And obian to me force me say mihuno say me say na mihuno me max or mihuni say. Andy, when the stakes are very high, when game with stakes in a very high, meboa. And when a City flexible muscles. City says stakes near higher, that's where they flex their muscles. And also playing at home at Arsenal record, ever Etihad Airport. May cost straight away for City.
I win for Man City.
May cost straight away for City. Because I require that Semenyo Crasso as go. Where you have a Semenyo should go, not Ghana, so you're GD. And I don't make it. Also, Semenyo, big game say, who say gola. No, Dina Basro. And they say, or Secranas or Beluso or Muluso, and then they say, but Semenyo said, yeah, a bad is on Beluso, and I don't make it. Only make it.
I was a meeting,
it's just, and see, pay me stacks near Diame one. I think the City are favorite to win this one. City are favorite to win. Yes, I be here by us on Pacho, but Sana Mimi Hun. Hey, match back who be so back Kosovo. London or
Chelsea, Manchester United.
What a game. Sango for me, no more time who bruta. Me, what do you want? Among count. But Liam Rosinia is under a lot of pressure. And if he's a winning results, on best start to call it for his head. Until Liam, I say, Uye Bibi. Who's already when you have 3 consecutive losses. And people are asking the questions, why? You know what the answers are. But since March, 6 losses are winning, including 3-0 na City share, the whole of Europe. And that is very bad. Top 5 leagues in Europe, you know, all the teams put together, with this sequence, that is very bad. You just can't do. You can't do that because people you can't do what you want. Now check this one out. And what the bridge, you know, bridge is so weak. Because Chelsea, the Stamford Bridge, no, but today the bridge is weak. I can't hear me neck working. Oma lose 3, I draw 2, and Oma win 1. In their last 6 games, our bridge, you know. And the bridge now a week. Well, so why hear that bridge in the Buguma made a coffee? So Chelsea, I will say, or mom, so. Now, also, we saw one winning 1 in their last 6 games, our bridge, and so. Only team almost shared. Oh, I saw kind of say almost 7 be Portville. Oh, that Portville, so in the 3rd tier league, and almost all call relegation. Oh, correct. Who contains here now? Oh, say the Premiership, the Championship, and League One, or more relegation, or more that relegation zone. I heard crow, or more means of a bedding. And see, there is the clean sheet to and was so even a bay on my best point tally. Because that year no munya 59, everyone no munya bida. Liverpool on the other side, no. Also PSG for 80 on my lesson. Home and away, no Kabuma 4 goals on aggregate. Meaning what is happening because the last 4 games are the last 5 games, I think they've won one no more against Fulham. Until Liverpool are not firing, and away no so I heard lose 4 losses out of 5. And so said that but say share that be where Liverpool were the upper hand over them. But say Everton fear there. Andy, the record is this. Just one win now been for both teams. Donnarumma. What's I say? And now the main again.
Why didn't you?
Meko for Donnarumma. Now you go right back. Boami.
City, Matheus Nunes.
Nunes. And Arsenal.
Also, you're team by out.
No, Real Madrid for some petty money.
And it looks like Mosquera.
Mosquera hasn't been on your bad. My main farmer Mosquera because of Arsenal defensive solidity. No meaning okay. Yeah, Arsenal have been solid defensively than City in recent times. I'll give it to him. Then let's go.
And left back, no. Oko Man City and Nico O'Reilly and Arsenal Hinkapi.
Also say, share. Also say, Obi call forward no koshe goal. I don't see that as a defensive stuff. But you must say, any additional work now or they count. But defensive work now nkasa say, obe prevent it. But what I say, the opponent from scoring against you. It's remember your friend say Arsenal Hinkapi. Yeah.
Rodri and Zubimendi.
Very, very difficult because Zubimendi has been the your friend said trump card for Arsenal. But in terms of experience, I'll go for Rodri straight away.
Bernardo Silva.
Yeah, they were just happy. Everyone in my family was just happy. So yeah, honestly, I couldn't even tell. It's crazy. You watch games and they're shouting, kicking stuff. Yeah.
Or they'll go out to the States.
Yeah, I imagine so. Yeah, mum and dad will be.
People will talk. And then your first time in here, Uncle Miss Anthony Bois. Tam Anthony Bois, go king, boy, the German Bundesliga. Yes, you call Germany Crown status, baby. No, small player. Ghanaians were expecting the same Anthony Bois to play for the Blasters and give her the same results. Or bad name far. Don't call someone gonna for catching Antonio Bois. Or the any Ghana contest in film. Dear Argentina fan can't feel and can't you Messi.
Let's get African national team movie.
They saw Leo Messi virtually single-handedly.
Barcelona.
Not the Barcelona Jim Crua. Almost see Uba. They say I'm now the Barcelona and baby my one team in yet. Almost fire no. In fact, Messi Diano and the copyright issues are gave a compilation of and some amount for catching Messi. Some of them were personal attacks. Some were insults. Insult crowd the and so obefanisa. Most of them went beyond insult to threat. To Leo Messi, the family Nina no two chromo no amount for threatening. But eventually when Argentina won the World Cup, Nina Nana omode threat go na no so no. Ade achi ye, wa na be video ma me hwe bi. Na amanfo akogu Nina Nana daase a omo bojama ma me ni be gina asoro na wo hwe omo. The way amanfo ede amakuma edi football achi no. Si eni ndi obetimi aye. Na ba wo nye sa amaye ya, people become disappointed. So we demand the level, and the level you be 80%. Bandy is giving me 40%. Oh yes, what I mean, we said why? But obi am in the level you 40%. Eba no me 40%. And me because me say the level no. Enti e ko fa play bi aba na plan ntimi ama ana obo level obo man ya ye nim say plan dey level a obo ni but to answer me no dey nim say this is your level, this is how you play, and this is the numbers and the returns are or the man club. Nobody is asking too much. The air can is a sound level any performance now or the man club no. When you come to the national team, we expect the same and the entobo. The only excuse among for the man is that the environment in here is different. Omoni Liverpool no. The almost 4 goal no or 4 no. Oh, seven say 3rd goal. Or maybe a pass in the by. Or take it off not a pass in the by. But in the Blasters or take it off one of these are passing neighbor. At Man City he's coached by Pep. Obagana he's coached by Otuado. The difference is big. At club level, no pitches any players surrounding Semenyo no are entirely different from players surrounding Semenyo in the Black Stars. We understand for that here. But there are certain chances that you expect Semenyo at the club level or Beseno. Now you see Semenyo not taking those chances. You will become worried, you begin to ask questions. Yeah, na omo painting picture say as a Ghana na the boss no maybe Andy, have you checked Brazil for the way omo have you checked Argentina the way they support their national teams? What they say to the players? Have they checked when England disappoint? Yeah, na omo reading the English tabloids. Yeah, quite the charitable the way I you know, and some you are and the ultimate kind of radio so. And I watch the crana our social media handle and even in the newspaper. And we are trained so much that even when you are angry, you take insult out. Abrafano omudi watem. Greenwood ni why a problem or omudi might be called national team. No, was it Messi Mount and I said one of those players. Yeah. The following day, no, okay, the English newspapers, no. They went as far as calling them foolish boys. Foolish. Can you imagine that Andy Utigana say na play their side na their newspaper? No newspaper even write a headline. How could they the so Semenyo, we understand you. We understand that environment now we see a kind our club level. In fact, club level crano facilities how they training no different from facilities are over blasters how they training. The coach you different, pages different. Among around you, teammate I no more different. Ye but we expect in what you can do, and what you can do is what we are expecting. We are not expecting him to do more than what he can do. Mas was here and cancer Bonivia. And Semenyo yet was here. But create Mammon creative scenario say as a Ghana and Kwane crazy about football. There are other countries and the Colombia no one no be some penalty country Bena was it Colombia? I don't play by me say World Cup penalty at the World Cup. Okodu near shooting a kuno. Sasa moja penalty no Messi no. Or a Colombian near by the 7 could be able to talk because or more example too. Ghana didn't meet my yeah, dear Casa no because James Ghana for yes and Quada Bobono.
Chamose Escuba.
Pablo Escobar. Yes, and Quada Bobono, Ghana, also has and Quada Bobono. Born, maybe a born a corner, a honey cool. Ghana, what Anna Unzen Quada border. Toddless. So, 22 in Japan and so on. 22 in a chase born. Ghana Sani at ye. Yenina Semba, Yenina could be a 7 war. Now, current issue. Say football the end training issue pa brekum Chelsea dey no ma be fufu in football ye nyina be shift to that ye dey be kan say be kasa in a worst case scenario near atwa kakra asa the other countries and they are crazier, they are much more in fact, for want of a better word, mad on their football than Ghana. We are charitable. Inaki Williams, the Oyema o club yi. Now, Bano and yes, don't you expect us to complain? Sako Ghana ni South Korea ni bim. Game no go 2-2 no. Se Kudus the share third goal. Amane call 3-2. Sa chance na Kudus share no. Inaki na 2 ampa ho ansa na beto ball beto Kudus.
Yeah.
Inaki was a simple tapping. Se Kudus Inaki call AFCON. Emie ko free mu. Ye free mu Friday. Na the bow for the flight abefa Inaki. Akobo Copa del Rey semi-finals against Barcelona. Andy obi a wanye training. Only the teammate in your training abetra AFCON be 2 weeks. Near the Nakobo a game against Barcelona and we through Friday, Sunday against Barcelona Nakobo 2 goals. The Inaki Williams who no be bawo no. Different from Inaki Williams we see a kind about the Blasters of Ghana. Ghana for Kasa, we are expecting Inaki Williams to be bawo as Inaki Williams in Blasters. Semenyo at Bournemouth, Semenyo at Man City. The same Semenyo at Blasters. But Wumi and Uba acquires a clone version. As a jab proper no and they did a clone version, Gabriel. And in that scenario, no, I'm for begin to quite. In fact, the Abayana say, Bibus say, Adentira. Why are we having different versions? And the different versions na yenyano. People will give reasons. Whether just in fact, now we say Coach Freddie Krabisa and Coach Freddie Mokai. So the environment, even the integration, bonding, camping, facilities, coaching, pitch. Bibia a contributing factor here. Players in the bar, or the same way they play at their club level. But Andy, the person on the street, our Namqua no so dear. Or no, the old man said, Mamma, will now on your quiet mamma fast away. Say ya na jo, say ya wia. So Gina ho, so butu ho, say one wire, Nina said Mamma, no one ya. The ordinary Ghanaian himself, Semenyo in Bonibo. And the same Ghanaian is expecting Semenyo to come to the Blasters and turn up. Sure. And the one to Quentira, Ogasa Ghana and Kwani crazy about football. There are much more countries or more crazier than on football than Ghana. Some you see a kind of other countries in Libya. Capress and I want to know. Care more than that. Ghana and they are charitable. Very, very charitable.
Okay. Mago.
Yeah.
Mamintio.
And to answer Menyon. Also, I did be why I say, Sabia Semenyo Ghana and Esobo. But also, I say. And a player be a better or be ama the national or a national team for that matter. Also, Semenyo Papa Nkasa was a footballer or Boko United as a striker. Only Anthony Eboa and a Boko. And when he says Semenyo and Anthony Eboa have a very good relationship. They speak almost all the time. But I won't say okay, Gerard Asamoah.
Yeah.
Yes. Also, only Otuado in the Ghana at the same time. You could form more Germany, but in that game, no, against Mozambique, so yeah, more. They were on the bench. And no Koya Germany for no a friend no Koboma Germany. But because Germany and French, he came back to play for Ghana. So these things happen. But as a can also me who say indeed, say not England picking order, so no what top part England friend and combo Ghana. So as more guys are no
also no ni England or
more plans no ni. And this are not or a top player like England befana and combo Ghana. It's not make us sometimes we need to get to understand them. But as I say, you look at their culture, where they are coming from and all that. Now sometimes it's very difficult to believe all those comfort zones say, oh, Kobe be new altogether. Or more culture and issues in the AO. But if it is bound to happen, it will happen. And I'm sure that the father also played a major role in making him so big to me. But Semenyo's performance at the Black Stars, this is not the first time a player be ball in Europe or national team on Yard. It is not the first time. We've been hearing it oftentimes. And I'm even so, we Argentina for team now. Forget about Messi. Now, Gonzalo Higuain. And I was, I think, Palacio. okay, so player no but internal striker, no so a good part. And now even Sergio Aguero and all that. Still goes, not goes in my. Now we still more tournament no more nyade. Even Spain say more brave power. Spain no more perina and achievers. Stamina or more Luis Enrique Money ade Sergi Barjuan more players in no more tournament Gasca Mendiata more the players also still encosi baby until said your matter. The thing is this, our Blasters playing well and as Semenyo play well and that is the first question. The Blasters themselves are not playing well and I'm the only man arguing Kudus scroll mobile bia Yani ye jeje so na Kudus Ghana no say we are side that ye pe wasema o twe ba akokra ye say why ade ba Kudus kwa ball bono and the main match of me hu because over here AFCON ye kwa sebe ye rough for why ye ntumi moya Kudus on count all count se me hwo nyina count qualifies ya na ye ntumi moya na Sudan money ade say no mo count no mo count World Cup ye ko from yes or mo ye omo de ba no mo count bibia e ko so bi omo count friendly say enko ye nyina omo count. And it is the Black Stars team Nankasana Andy. They are not playing well. That has affected all the players. So when me arguing, and this year their coach even say team ne start to say a play well. Who knows who see the best out of these players? And you be who the best on be to me their mind. And this World Cup a year ko dia say wo die bibi. Because nye de bia na be blame coaches. Coach one of this Semenyo by say you to Adona. I think Semenyo came in 2022.
Okase Ghana eba in 2021.
Okay.
Our Pucci in 2021.
Yeah. I think so about 2022. Well, and no by so for about 34 matches, was 3 goals. Inti onye players who are you soon pa. But in that sequence now, what about 34 matches from 2022? Jordan has how many goals about how many matches?
Okay.
So why is Jordan performing? Under the same Chris Hutton on yadie, Utuado on yadie, anywhere mo, sa coach is no on yadie. Why is Jordan performing comparatively? Okay, Yenhe Kudus or my glimpses and ameboa.
Yeah.
Even has boy cry keep your back, so also performing. Yeah, Freddie say Ben Asari. So compared to the Atizigi so woman also performing. And in as much as the coaches are not playing him well and not there, yeah, man, excuses. I think the excuses there too because you'll be now too many excuses. I think you are a failure. They be adding and crowd say a win tier. No, in the same team, you know, only Jordan playing as strikers. But Jordan their function, even Isiaku. But what I say, so who had the same rate na period na. One my glimpses. Isiaku ni Jordan both team bay.
Leicester.
Enti ebia the mentality na ye deep onza bro from the omo ne technical tactical one ne ye abo ba here Africa ball no ba enye more technical and more tactical bi ye ball de mu especially as ye call AFCON na o de aya teams nge to AFCON say no mo ha adwen omo nko ba bi ha so wo ma bo se Equatorial Guinea bi no abe bibi wo ma na team we no abe bibi hwensu e mu ne ade bi ombe emre bi eko wo Burkina money ado mo ntwe ma wo saa enti ye ha Africa ball na nsane bo nti wo Senegal for na ye ka say coach but that is not the case because it applies to everyone but you hear Nigeria players Victor Osimhen coach na coach omo Europe is it the same coach who coaches them in Nigeria na but so Osimhen no ba omo tumi bo kakra Admiral look ma say si obo Atletico Madrid but o che ba sa na highline or the Omatum. Oh, Oman co World Cup, fine. Nigerian co World Cup, I agree. But what I say, but in recent time, our friendlies or Muboya, they are doing better than Ghana. But also what I say, or AFCON or Mokoya, Uwan Kobe, they did better than you. Well, but and yet the same coaches now. Oh, the young friend from Yembra Senegal, Sadio Mane, young coaches are for Senegal coach no drew big level. But when the Senegalese boys are playing, they play their heart out. Again, say, oh, he'll be say Cote d'Ivoire. Omo players say boy. Coach is a coach of Europe. They are not the same coach of Moa. You're even Egypt, but Salane Omar Mamouche. Coach is a coach of Mono. Ebi o Cote d'Ivoire. But AFCON you muko mufri gba who said those two players no were the light of the team. Inti ebia yenso we need to concentrate our boys say ya ha no coach ni said that nisro inti mo ba pe munkum ho. Because I had the oil the same we have a ball tactically the coaches or mom had a tactics Africa game the tactics no fem. Inti Jordan board the bad ya any sakwe any din. And you only make argument. Eh, he didn't know what Benjamin Sark no, they won't know how to say. The last I knew, ain't your own Chimobia, the conqueror the Bewo. On Sunny at the anything. Unti with time in himself say, Yenya coach no change be biane bia ye bona a favor more. They will be able to play, but in the meantime, no mine. I think say was almost so a more. I see who baby. Because born no crowd to read the pool and him not senior man born and I'm over here. Where is he coach? Born into a dapone for a night cartoon. Now,
senior,
7 now we're okay in Yaki Williams walk up.
And now Christian about 1 pound could do
or bet theatre city. What a toy are near so coaching then your place here pampo too much. We know they are good and when they decide to want to play, they will play. But what I say, all the my blaster players because a game or Moko Bow or Munjiska or Moko Yebi Biaba, and never said that they don't want to fight. Then you one almost says Switzerland ahead of the World Cup. And now we have also Switzerland that World Cup 2010 in Switzerland ball friendly as Showman. I want to 7 years share in the first goal. I think say ne competitive before that name say friendly be now was 1 goal so. Ain't the oil must sit no maybe my because Hala Munina ye more nation. When would the others say because Pep Guardiola no coach Haaland caught nowhere. The coach there they cannot be compared to Pep Guardiola, but they still play. And now on them I heard my address today. I'm coach. What's up? Coach. Obina say me mbisa. Say sports no the message I want say mbisa say. It is sanity and insanity. Ombejeromo. Aha na yen hwe say bia coach we ba no. Obetuma find a formula be the amount but what I say. Now all these boys are performing because we want them to perform. No more GD na Ghana so GD. Coach we so bad almost have say a coach in the there's a Ghana they be say Jai Bobo. Because he be say Pep Guardiola and Mourinho money for almost yen to memfa. Into Omanyiro mo.
Mira say Maxwell nana ACN and no say Christian and so what in camp. And no I said the who is me see but Anra the MTN FA Cup now from Paul when you and no the MTN FA Cup a course but Ghana announce say omone X1 almost say energy drink my partner omone be the official performance partner for Black Stars make us my
also message
also
official
official performance partner.
I know you're there.
Until what on bed so
we provide you drinks.
It's all no drink and if I performance. And I say
you say give your men a Snapchat. No post we are on the Okobo mask craving putana.
And they are going to give us
energy the Kwaji World Cup. So players no bomb.
No, eventually say there will be cash components.
Yeah.
Ebia for a men for performance. Anything that will help us to want to perform, no, they will put in cash there. But I mean, now so say I will not may say perform, but it's good so many sponsorship. But what you must say, but it's good seeing sponsorship pay the aba. Mobile boy. If you want buy a money, you see
Rice Master.
See a cry at the taste and Ukrainian who cruise and I'm paying for the mom girls no do go on store at home. Oh dear, I may I say me say Minjindi.
Who did the other
guy? Say at the taste and Chris and you call me, but maybe say me said Angie.
No, the last time we use it at the table, most they use it at the taste. I know who come up out to Ghana.
Said Sena, young and I at the TV, but me who say and Ukrainian and Ukrainian cancer stancy, but Miss O'Cram said Angie. It been so a no crack, but media minute and no crack. In Tiamono way.
Said no contract as soon.
Into way money on say there to bring sponsors no. Omonfa be bring back, but it get too much and get too difficult. But for the sponsors to stay, and I am not a issue. But what I say, until this time, Messer say they should do whatever they can, which is good. Not sponsors in your day and stay near be so in your day. count. For example, over World Cup Sky GGA, scan go for a tuition. See a corner idea. Next, I can say, pay be crown bedding. Aha, but say a corner to Papa, so I hope the will be for since no one donate. Obey me, so Bejanadi. And how to make it.
But Thomas Brandon Asante, also a Ghanaian.
Coventry.
Coventry. And I qualify to the Premier League after 25 years. Thomas Brandon Asante, and he's been very instrumental for the Coventry side. Now, Frank Lampard, worried about the injury because some players almost goes the man. Thomas Brandon Asante account. World Cup. Only a main striker so the World Championship going or no flourishing. Main striker Jordan.
Now so also free bench be share go.
Where?
Jordan on match be we have a few minutes of free bench.
In the 5 no should be aka. No, tell us what.
Nah, so last week or two of free bench have be share.
The 6 goals.
O say
6.
Nti o pese o ka say.
Me ka say. Sunday me tell you.
Or no share 6 goals me boy. Now we be qualifiers. Now we beating Messi winning all over the world. Then he didn't win. One day amateur. Into one casa no say uye bibi man. Sa what must. Na say who senior man who boss city ne Tottenham money adena. But the Kudus ni teams are or boy are struggling. Who say Ajax are struggling?
West Ham are struggling.
West Ham United are struggling. And at Tottenham so a struggle. But I'm praying say because of Kudus into Tottenham Mumbai State, not West Ham Mumbai relegation. Now what to me, but Kudus cried as any other say even Tottenham cry to be a drop here, is still obey to make a team for Frabo.
But before I forget, meaning send a notification now on BKB show.
Yeah, I
an
had
interaction with Yusuf Asa Chips.
Yeah.
On coach, Carlos Queiroz. Yeah, I also want to say Queiroz. Yeah. And he also touched on our discussion on players I never call World Cup. He said it point blank, say World Cup is for the best. So how was World Cup is for the best. And
exactly
on my inside.
Exactly the
point. On the no cry example that on no cry 2006 qualifiers no all through.
Yeah.
But the drew say a World Cup proper. You can find more by including to Ado Munina by. Boy.
Yeah. Now
he spoke very well.
Thomas Asante. He had 12 goals this season for Coventry. That lead double figures ain't bad. On if some young in our double figures, I think say good or you know. Yeah, every country goes with the best. Country be a World Cup or then the best in echo. It's like soldiers going for war. They will not say, oh, say war we there, yemfa or more weak in Nkwana be a no. You go with the best. It is a gun and Ibia baby, Nase or you good at. They should be given the opportunity. And Andy, I can even tell you confidently, say, Coach, we or best scouting it, or best scouting or best man nets now very wide. Coach, we the other players be a yen in Babe count. Maybe more had the time for registration and a bare issues, and he's going to do a lot of changes to the squad. It's a place now, but remember, be a say he has a place. Because I'm not sure, say, Coach, we Babe the same thing to Ado, and he'll bring changes. And I only make argument. If you don't be surprised, I hear cry Benjamin Asari. If you cry not the Atizigi Akoda because they be Atizigi that Europe.
Branding Thomas Asante.
Yeah, Thomas Asante are good.
And a championship, Lampard be fire team, was 12 goals.
12 goals.
Last season was 6.
6, yeah.
This season was 12.
Yeah. We're improving.
There is no question about CFN into the national team. The performance for says Omanya promotion back into the Premier League. Lampard and and the way Master Mr. last season was 6 goals.
Yeah.
Coventry for a promotion back into the Premier League. Akurani said 12 goals in the championship. And you know. Only Jordan about the same league, the same level, but he performed in that level than Jordan. But national team bono yana a different kakra. Was a Jordan he experience when he ball and we used in African football. And I said, what should I used to? But in the context of a performance, any do deserve call up, and I even do statistical now. Sir Thomas Asante ni born Obama Coventry City. He has been amazing. The Akani coach will know how to use the player. And most often, you have confidence. Some man, the boy, the confidence to play. And one here, now I surrounded with air quality players. Me sure say, seeing your quality wingers, not Brandon Thomas Asante, LED blasters attack now. And maybe a cry, I think say the best option a one is Akonado. But one of my friend, anyone the Benyaku could draw you to start boy ahead of a senior men.
They say because Ghana crown or a striker and one boss shot on target credit to make us a wire deal game. Yeah, so you can only a boys and performing. A Ghanaian striker out there be pray na pushy kakra the whole 90 minutes no shot on target. Ghanaian fans will still says, oh, we are there. Ain't me boys no coach who from our banner, me home. And this is what I say, we are about me home, almost so in your home. No more my brain say, yes, we are fighting for a nation, yes, because even more we need Martin Christ can be back. But I'm saying, Scanner, you're cool first, and also your issue. And when they decide to want to play, I know they will play, yeah.
Paul Frimpong.
Andy Casillas.
Frimpong.
Andrew Sousu.
Na Rantian Omoye. Fantastic. And now near to MTN FA Cup semi-finals.
Yeah.
Ediana, are you over the home?
Yes, Ediana.
And then so you ever heard dreams name media. But I mean, and some now they ban and shall see into you.
You ever MTN FA Cup, but latest or
okay.
Adam couldn't send be a banner pay.
Adam could serve for the different crime.
Adam could or different crime. On said back Accra stories, the Adam Ko is super. Now, on himself, the Black Stars of Ghana. Now, me Adoma, Yanema, you could be boy on Kufa Kensi. Andy, Metiti local players, no.
Okay.
Metiti, say, and penny for your meeting, say. I was a coach now, Wabano. Emma local players, no, Aquanya, no mutim besi akaini bi. Enti, Mate Salim Adam Sidin, Calvin and Kroma, Amunyina Dean in Nemu, Razak Simpson, Martini Dean, Enti, Ghana ne Meiko, a friendly game, no, I uncle Faka no. It's likely, say local boys ni beurem. Okaya, ebedu ono na, leaks ne kosu ewo Europe. Enti, empenyi forshe, say, local boys now. I'm on for free, sir. I bought more what do league him no. Young from Andy Black Stars, any Mexico, you be new faces be brave. Any local boys nibi. Andy, and no kotoko coach and sama training.
Wama.
Aye. Enti komona eti no. Ani akase coach. Omo de release abasa oba anopa enti
omo expecting
anopa no wanyama yes enti na me kai pa se Christian ka se yan twani e se coach ne beba wama ai Maxwell
obani as coach na ma
also has started training
yes and me catch the coach is at large, he has absconded.
Oh, Maxwell as condes say
okay away
almost many baby or there said per their statement also or ne family
letter no man ka say or in letter no more ka say or ba
more expecting an open
then I make a sure me so letter no mo so atro me so me njindi na o go no uni mo betuma bibia o mo wi no mpom ano so mo nyehwe. And was he a massive shake up with him? No, yeah, Pam go for baby free. So we crow be chantro. Did they say it's a coach in my batch and I started Edma? Okay, be on gas or batch and a baby on the start.
Because I'm more expecting. It will be about to Ama Edma. Into almost some letter from Radiantia Wama. Then I'm saying, you know about Edma. So that was some of training grounds where I am. Tibia no fee. Oh my.
Now, Andy, we a coach. O kwaya hwehwe ye
team ni training ra
team ni ye training na uni wa denti na uni o
de to awon
entomo sanfa nchire mu bra weekend league games ni o but MTN FA Cups games koso enra Andy Adriana Boboku no any nations boy. And when Adriana yi asante kotko free mu no na amanfo bebre etepe Adriana se obetimi agi kuru ano nanka wakwa represent Ghana CAF Confederations Cup, but enra Adriana elusu by a goal to 0. Meaning see a great game ni mu pa Andy. Yes, a game na say simaba yenson entem ana Emmanuel are not breaking the deadlock. Adriana na defend omu lines war and omu try some more clear ball free ho. Adriana clear ball no ana nations peke here and midfield 1-2 passes and omu locate Emmanuel ano, but with that pass omu break Adriana defense no Emma ebeka Emmanuel ano any Adriana goalkeeper or say Emma Yemre Edima Emmanuel ano, because of who Emmanuel ano would league in him say when it comes to the final third, so woman of this kind of chances and you punish you. A very fine player this season when you're 9 goals as a winger, he's not a proper number 9. Debbie Emmanuel ano Beckham United for 5 seasons no but he say Emmanuel ano goals, but Nations FC last season or joining Momomu 6 goals in 19 matches. Andy, second round no buy, second round near about 17 games, but on will be a window no or the ball 2 matches at the so 19 matches no boy no 6 goals and no otimi enya dema womo, and this season was add the goals to say no or share no, and now was 9 goals. So what it tells you, they say Emmanuel ano from Beckham United are the goals at the account ne born and he's scoring. He's always dangerous or the final third. And the moment I saw say Emmanuel ano ni goalkeeper no, and the moon said no, Nations FC and Menya the first goal. But look at the minute now go ni buy
7.
Adriana had about
83 minutes plus additional time
to restore parity plus additional minutes. Thank you, Andy.
But I said that Nations also had an opportunity to add again.
Yeah, almost game Nanka equal game.
Okay.
Necessary. Only said before this game. No when you now form near pet. Nations form ni said Daniel Papa Bia. Same as Adriana Bobo Kuno. In the last 5 games, no Bia winning 2-2. Almost struggle. Some will bet me any wins no consecutively. And Adriana say I say only Nations no just 1 goal pen a PM. And it's a Nations Adriana. Now expecting more goals and the year and 10 will be because of our no winning set up Netiano. They are very good defenders. Check Adriana defenders no. Won't come out. Adriana even say Osako Fonia let's watch him over. Badu, Atronie, they have quality players for back wall. Look at their midfield. Salim Ba Father mo. Say Dusana, Henson and Ponsamo. They have quality. I almost set up him. Anything. So bet my penetrate as more goals. And the Nations go no nya and was enough. Nations FC this season and Yaman shut down Koma Omo. But Nations FC by league him no Andy. Okay, almost first season. No money Samates and Echo toe to toe. They wanted to win the league. Last minute, Anna Samates, Eddie from Monsem. Same thing applies last season. Last season, why are non nations? The only goal stars ever been league, Omuna until Sasa only stars game Nikosi. Am I deducting nations some points? This is their 10th season in the league. They are not doing so well. Because of some players from flow do here when I real last season. First at our year. Emmanuel Ano, yes, he's having a very good time with Nations FCDA, but at the point on the play or call trials. Time a second round next starting no. Karim enter Nations so as a folk. Lusu quality players in their setup. But our cup game no MTN FA Cup no matter do final. And Andy, one pictures in the how our club president, Nenia J, the owner, Dr. Kwame J, and Nijiana, and one name, just 3 seasons, what Marco finals. Imagine, so the nations have to Africa, not representing Ghana. He did it with Kotoko. And the Kotoko group stages in I spending a lot on Kotoko team, no. But also Kotoko Mutrono nations, no, won't mean far and to Tomo Mani. But what I mean, and they say, all the financial muscles, do I know Kotoko no, or bet my nations. Dreams FC, and quite my young baby, dreams drew ye. Our first time, our Africa, I will do semi-finals. Nations went my they say, if Omutimina a finals, no more dear. Now do Omuko finals, Andy. Yamoma Basso, from poor Manson. Okay, from poor Manson or a ton of Fuaqua. He was doing so well until someone in a problem. Emma Kobe Biani, or Kobe Biani Gold Stars and Okodi League, and the Maomo, and across the carpet. Abba and a Nations FC, and look at his performance. Oba Yenemi Manye. At a point, on was a Kufo Banta, Emma Kufo Crefrio, Edna Chemo Diana. He wasn't getting the resource. But what me to finance, a very good idea nations for ye, and Tiamo Mabaso. And Andy, that game is so basso. Mediama, any Dreams FC. Looking at Yabono, and Prim, some open Montemo was so pa, a Dreams FC. So we'll check it former. Their last 5 games, I want to say more points in the league. And for us, Mediama and Dasrono. Mediama and own challenges, Kakra. Mediama for about 7-8 games, and said that they're consistent. But points on my massive go and will league in the first round, no, and no name, Omodaso and Dasro. But I will current former. Until some Mediama Bechokotoko. I will appeal my dismantle on down 4 goals to 0. Now Mediama. And for me said I never be Papa Bia. But Dreams FC. We've seen Dreams FC and then almost try saying, Obet Maya BB with for Dortmund. And Andy. And the game, no, a very, very nice game to watch. Looking at these 2 teams, how almost style of playing it here. Mediama Bema very good football and Dreams in Subema very good football. Look at their bench. Well, for Dortmund from the ranks, Etimaya at a point on an assistant coach to Karim Zito. Well, Suya Diabebri, Ibrahim Tanko, Nisivini Kwade Rich Dodo when it comes to Ghanaian coaches now. And these 2 coaches no ever issue instruction from the dugout, ever man game ya Anthony. But on the field of play, Andy. On him say, make out about Dreams FC form no. Their last 5 games, I'm not considering the least number of goals ever league in him. And I'm not consider 3. They have a certain goalkeeper, Gideon Asiako. He's doing so well. Dreams FC, okay, former House of Folk player, Seydou Suraj. They have John Entry. And Omumi say, I want the final 10. That's the truth. Andy, Dreams, on suddenly a DB the players, our experience, kakra, youthful exuberance, kakra, no more they are blended. It is someone over. Now one to one best surprise you. This is a cup game. Mediama, with the last game now you share, Mediama ne Kotokono. Some players the performance. Etinya say ya Black Stars. Players a bit Makobobino, or 2 players. Kevin Kroma and Pamoko game maybe, but now or you're back. Oklahoma City Waba and we're ready for this particular game. Salim Adams, Ewoho, Manuel Mate, Ewoho. They have good players. Fuzi Taylamo, Ewo Medford. And Andy, you better enjoy a very good game. I think it's a midfield battle. Na dobenya chances no. Otimi utilize here. Otima carry the day. Game na nkasa necessary draw mame. But say go be PMA ABA. ebetima ye 1 goal bi. I don't think say be a benya goals bebre. Average of goals there be, but be a 1 goal be, and I say a draw be. Now I extend it to extra time and possibly penalties. If not that, Andy, then setting be Ebeka say or Tna Nyonko so dead Mediama de Kotokono. No, ye mubine. Dreams FC a very good team and Mediama also a very good team from Omechi or Deba midfield to the attack. Sam Medmo, Kevin Obemo, they are very good at. They always look dangerous to opposition clubs. You know, ain't he? Yanshe, how it will go, but you're not dreams. Final, I mean,
yeah, how it all turns out, how it goes after, and then so dear, no, but Maxwell,
yeah,
now so assembly and episode,
yeah, on the Mexico game, their minister, if I'm right, the minister and the game for local boys in the big ring.
Minister, but not that important story.
Yeah, but for me a very good thing because on that date, you know, a bit falling on FIFA day for friendlies, Anna. If no, yeah, it means that we might not get most of our top players. Now we have a new coach. For me, I know say he's also coming to do a new thing. New thing is that so who play do baby na play no more than boy yeah. Possibly so then the best team no higher. In think game we ne pa yen say the local players no kwa bebo. Say player be foreign now can team not and the team be man kwan dey afan but if not anka yema local players mo nkobo. And the main reason they say Ben Masari a local goalkeeper. And or a Black Stars #1. Okay. And it's a Ben here, local keeper, no Black Stars number. What it means is that they are Ben Iron. See, a kasi a beshemu ye power local scene, you bet you at least 3 other boys they are count, is not true. And now Kevin Kromamo from Media Mamoide, and you call up to Black Stars. But you're there only a Dean on a Prince. And a wave cry #3 now, no call. Sudan.
Camaradini.
Yes, or no so any opportunity. So the fact that they've been invited, it means that Nations FC so Simpson also has been there. What I say. So what it means is that say there may be more chance that they will be able to play because of what this guy has done. Intermediate come if you say because currently say Odi when you say Panama, or South Africa above friendly match on board 2. On board draw and a Panama show because the Panamanians will play against the Ghanaians. In terms of money, South Africans nebo no more how Africa for the best tasting. This our friendly way was good because Ghana game, you know, because Panama a woman, yeah, Mexico so bad. Also, because of North Africa no more, so game in an ASA. And that would have been good. But minimum why say be a fix on the data. And the Bajawati I say, friendly. It might be say Mexico for the bus. I think they want to play Ghana. We also accept it, and we agreed on the day. The fact that you've agreed, no, we signed a contract. They will organize. People will buy tickets. It won't mean Kasa won't Anna. But what I say, Ghana to mean Kasa ye premier Anna. No, we need to Anna because there will be cash component in trying to honor in that game. See the local for the Kobo Bibra. For me, I think say maybe a coach in Kwabenya one. We got Black Stars team now, or but also team me won't be a free kick. So why not Blaster a free kick expert? Why? A buy a mass or net that stands, a mass or net that through a mass of free kick in the environment. But Salim Adams a free kick specialist. And I Ghana free kick different from Abroche free kick. No. And when he's given the opportunity, maybe for nothing at all, but free kicks now. Maybe a bit when you'll be or you're very good in free kick situation, not also the rim. And aside that in the league, he scored 9 goals in there. So if these are real 9 goals, there as a midfielder, I think is good. Now, the leading scorer of our league, Takumino. Someone is also given the opportunity. Because all your top scorer of Ghana, there, you should also go and show. Because Ghana, I may say, striker beat me about 490 minutes with that shot on target, but Ghanaians will be okay. And you also quite the shot on target 1-2. But also what I say. Now, yeah, no tune say a bit to say Agbesi.
Solomon Agbesi.
Agbesi. Also, bet me a corner will show your best, be a blasters go bet me to be. And if you say the local for the qua. Coach in the Benya and Kevin Kromakras on also alcohol city acquire trials are fin over. And in times he has also been there at the Blazing. Those players need your Mokoina. and the end from BM need a few good ones. The end from for all you know, no say I mean Dramani no a local player. Okay, it's a World Cup no coach good. I think against United States of America. Oh to me boy, Sila Elias was a local player. Oh to me boy, me boy. And Habib was also local player. Oh to me boy. Now see I call World Cup. A holumuni adinano. No more can goalkeeping department, but says I'm near Jenny Jojo. They were all local goalkeepers, but we took them to the World Cup. And I'm a boy. Philemon McCarthy, any boy back away, they are not boy Adriana Kessie and Adams. That goalkeepers all kind. Omunina or Marco Kobia, any Afcon now, no more local, or more Mobi Crow, Mokot now, the chance to be part of the team. And yen Chena, yen mom with the opportunity, near ready a bit to me.
Listen, weekend.
Friendly matches, the you know, be a Nyagin coaching in for local boys in Kwankombo. Because a new coach and the 2 matches been both as not World Cup no. Obomezi New Year. No above weeks. On your friendly match biamo. The games where Rubinya the proper assessment of his team. See the local boys in Kwankombo. Against Mexico. I just say or 1 game per and or they obey the full complement of his team at the abo and proper assessment of the team. The media amount for Bayard say and the same or proper scouting system. And by this time there's a scouting report. That one more coach, Blasters near here more than 3 or 4 local players who. Yako 2006, local players no more no soon. But a cremi and echo make impact. Eti maso senka yewo proper scouting system. Oh, Kroma say. And then scouting and making proper scouting report at 1 more. Coach in Ibano. Ebian ko scouting report no so. Then ko apeki be just 2 or 3 players be from the local league. Then ko the 2 games that day. Ako hewomo. The attention is that local league in Suye 4 players whom the Kobot and won't even qualify. Any local league at the former Chan. Chan when they play against their own levels are Yam Kofa a main national team in Maya. They are playing against their own peers, they can't play. So what is the surety that Yedomo Kobo against a tougher opponent? But the question I can say the fact that Chan Foreign team performing, I don't say you 1 or 2 beer or more blasters in one, I want to be making an impact. So 1 or 2 no, why they identify their mind? Mr. Coach Bakwami Gini die pa Baretu, quite fast with William Thierry. Ebo Blasters game against South Africa in team Shawomu, oh Kruma say. Line up no Menam was stadium. Everybody was coach we DNA. Baudmada, I don't know. William Thierry played one of the best games you have ever seen from a central midfielder. Yeah, South Africa keku. Yeah, we know. Ni a show 3. Appear 2 goals. Sako ball now. William Thierry boy. You call World Cup 2006. You bought first game here, you answered fan. Coach didn't make changes, or the local players, starting 11, local players, I just 9 other players, no mere foreign. But local players, never shable. And they came and made an impact, those local 2 players. So we don't need 11 players from the local league. We don't need 10. Maybe a 2 grab enough. But that 2 no. Why not na Kroma say? Your assistant coaches will Kroma say. Local boys attached to the main Blasters head coach. Me assure say by this time the Omaya a bit my coach is that Omaya proper scouting report on all the local players are more potential of being called to the national team. Coach in the bar on her scouting report. No, so and 2 or 3 be. Nasa 2 or 3 no against Mexico. Know how they can play. But coach no lose the first game amu de beche no ma also on local boys in Wakobo against Mexico.
I say onya me
yeah the assess many would do but ebedu a stage no na leagues ni bia wie na bi wie leagues na wie ne de players na ya available in that league don't free omo Brandon Thomas Asante what way dey well yeah onye championship omum qualify wie free no but okay coach ni say on for local boys do na nkobo na coach any local boys do na nkobo na coach say Lucia the unum de be ya yeah pamna statistics ya de be ka ho
games played
win losses goals scored ya de be ka ho ye nka say we dey ye nyim film be judge no
yeah
it be here ni say by this time maybe about 2 or 3 players be locally no ye dem say be am betimi abobi no yen try say be fresh our boys no na any Mexico no coach ni mo no anya proper first hand assessment onya on that game.
Mira say Sir Christian when Maxwell but your birthday kasi ba kwa say me ma munya na mo ba mo bi na the birthday of he's always one of us whenever he is in town. Coach Ignatius Oseifusu, the assistant coach to Kosiapia the Sudanese national team.
Big one.
Coach Ignatius Oseifusu and then coach Igna birthday. Na me on kanjem baby o me hu na me ni o kroma me ni baby a me hu no for the birthday. I think so.
And now we saw him baby a me hu.
Me hu na nyum baby ni baby a me hu na nyumre.
See
on Nikizito.
See be hu no, see hu no. Echina no pa ye the bill be sending no.
Yan we show that the very best.
See be hu no. Say hu no. Say be odi na say hu a no say atobe la ma o.
Be say ka misre seri ba mi tv sre.
Ah, sre yo.
Ah, o nja no so. Oyo, Coachigna.
Good, ni pa brutal.
Young wishing the very best of luck in his career. As a young
one day who's our assistant coach now. One day be maybe a say national team biafa no now be the head coach. I don't know yam mpae ni emfa nyamishira nyamyadom kwatentin nimdie any skadi onye bidada unso ko Sudan die o se we sikani belebele e hye ne hu brutal na se me postika bi obisa me se ne boy say kano unisika untimi misane bo
ko chigna
nti tika ba fi dia ka ne kwatenten ni se obetimi progress more what I say baby a coach start free no me hu coach na ye tamano coach etechima level wonders and me hu coach and obey adwuma I think say the progression is very sharp from Techima 11 wonders. Every five mediama or basis games into the season. Number 4 Saki A coach. Afi coach in Namosa. Me just also you be my friend from mediama na. Can Faisa. But whatever from Techima 11 wonders to mediama to dreams to Kemfaisa to Sudan national team assistant coach. The jump from the monumental. Be sure say Nyagopon share or my coach there. Be the next 5 years no. Ghana has a top team no coach. And that's also mononia. Maybe a national team be hu no the Jumana man say coach. Be a be Ethiopia be national team head coach. Basadia bina majisi kuzu.
Na coach Andy Adiaba kwa manfo adwen ko ho ne say onye coach keke osa a video analyst. Say Sudan e bobo no na twetwa videos no. Na wa breaking it down e dia makwesi apia. Enti ono no nya coach keke okura ne ma mienu. E wa technical bench ho. Enti yanka se nyame nhia na Andy.
Coachigna, happy birthday to you. Nyankopon koswa no onye okesi pa. Kojina ne papa kire ma dey were you. KNUST. No papa lecturer.
Lecturer.
Or economics.
But there is one thing you have all forgot. So since you're IT specialist.
Coaching wa be brutal.
Oh yeah, IT. And that is where
no omo family na nkasa dey. Ni nua Kizito. Ne sister the sister on was I the personal lawyer. So a lawyer.
The sisters.
Omo fi omo ti adwuma brutal.
Adwuma ne sikasa first kasa so coaching na so team me no.
Omo ska wo fi o pa. Me omo de makofi o once. Time I know more, campus no. Share. if you okwa be ubedi di peche so who didn't know that one if what coaching na happy birthday to you sanso ana mamen kwa makum na men wish paro the big paro and your birthday senior man nyakopo nshira no onye okese pa menim say na de amakum nyina nkwara mpanimfo mrewa bia nkokora obia ebe we show well on this special day from the whole of guys nyina I must say a special happy birthday to the big Paro name Paro happy birthday to you nyakopo nshira na onye okese pa sanso na we say blessed birthday to Yadai and your birthday now I say may the Lord favor your generations and keep you where if we nana so and I say and we show a happy birthday to Yadai happy birthday to you nyakopo nshira pa sanso and Francis Owusu and so the birthday na Francis Owusu young Francis and so a happy birthday to and another happy birthday Francis. Have a wonderful birthday today. Bema.
Andy, legend Kwame Adinkra, a producer, Same, Che, or say ne boss, a boss, a dinawoda. Na happy birthday, El Kodiama, Mr. Kwekudia, or a businessman, and a Mr. Kwekudia, awoda, Mr. Frempong, a business partner, Edma Mr. Kwekudia, and Mr. Frempong say, Yemfa efidikesi so enwehye ni business partner Mr. Kwekudua awodapa osere twedi amponyankopon enhira edemano erade nhira no nya okese onye ufra adumu mfa nkwa adumu Mr. Kwekudua happy birthday enkoma
okay yemfa na de nsunsi na yenso yenko weekend ni bi na nyame aduma on Monday ya sanso abeto aso edede ho bia no enso etimi ede abayedamase Samoje Bre any and so boy mama mutie ewo radio most of monitor on Facebook any ade mo fan chain sound no na problematic me say Same ewo Vietnam on na even on sending me the first text and will complain about us about sister na no ntimi enti enya iti to course we ti ya say drew baby na sound the call but still no computer this is still our. And I'm saying, yes, this is a true fan of the show. Samuel, Vietnam, I ain't chow. Right.
Andy, I'm still not lest I forget, but I think it's very important. Just a minute. So, onse maminchia openiri. Debia otahwe show ne pa enye asem keto. Onye CEO Paul Sands. Company says some Sport Premier Limited.
Some
and Premier Limited. And Paul Sands. Or Sanso sub company near Paul Sands. Mr. Paul Akwesi Asante. Oni Neyure a year Mrs. Brighton Asante.
Okay.
Or Mutie show 24/70. Next week, you may add my show. You be home anymore. To be very fine.
And the Sensi also has to focus upon the game now. And has SA1. Has in upon Fidelity, a Division 1 club. Now a friendly game a weekend. Omo airborne se league in the Sensi no more pon. Has 1 in upon Fidelity 0.
Okay. Your face you had Yakupo Aduma. I have a session on Monday with Christian Kawati Maxwell and Kadalan Paul. What in Canasian Coma Jacob, Patricia Bright, Usu, Clifford, Trent, any Jarvis, Macomuna boy, and the show nearby. Me did Andrew Usu with your friend Andy Castas, Chairman BKB, and you will be an channel and producer from afar. Now, oh yeah, you mean, Yakupo Aduma,